Leak about to take off. Leak about to take off.
Hey, Swag. Hey, everybody.
What's good? What's
What's
going on?
good? Nothing much. I'm excited about this one.
Me too, me too.
Leak better
You know I'm
take
excited.
off.
Very excited.
Yeah, me too. I mean, the costume I wanted to wear, I wore already. So I was like, let me not do that again.
Right.
So
Right.
I decided to make
Absolutely.
my own costume.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
What about you?
Oh yeah. It's a it's gonna be a great costume, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna all love it when you see it.
Mm, that's right. Hey, Auntie. Hey, GC. Leo Anthony. Welcome.
What's going on, everybody?
What's going on? You're probably still on mute.
Probably.
But yeah, guys, make sure everybody in the chat hit the like button on the way in. Also subscribe and share on both channels.
Absolutely. On both channels, just like Melody said. Cause tonight is gonna be a great night. We sending Halloween off with a bang. So come and kick it with the grown and sexy conversations crew.
Right. Make sure you do, grab your drinks because it's Saturday night. So I know y'all got something to sip on. Grab your
Absolutely.
drinks, grab your smoke, grab your popcorn, whatever you got. We're about to give you a show.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Kick your feet up, relax, unwind, enjoy this lovely weekend that we have in store for all of us. You know what I'm saying? And enjoy the show that we gonna have for you tonight.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited. I can't wait to see everybody's costumes.
Me neither. Me neither.
All right, so are you ready?
Oh yeah. Crap. So hold on. Yeah, just go ahead and unwind, everybody. Listen to this nice soothing music while we get ready to start the show.
That's right. And if you guys want, when we drop the link, you can come up as well, but we would like for you to have at least a mask or something when you come up. Anything. I mean, you can put makeup on your face, you can put a wig on. And if you don't cam up, you can even put a scary avatar. But we do want you guys to participate. Okay, Sunkiss. So we'll be waiting for you to come back. But definitely come back because I would love to see your costume. Definitely.
Well, let's get this show roll.
What's going on here?
We gonna get it cracking. Let's get it. Let's get it. Here we go.
It's
Y'all know
like
the music start playing. You know what I'm saying? You know how we roll over here. Let's get it going.
It's time for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Let's get ready to rumble!
Let's
hey,
get it cracking.
we see you,
Mm-hmm.
Michael Myers.
Of course, of course. You know how I do it.
Yes. Anybody else have a mask on, please? Cam up. Anybody else have a costume on? Leo Anthony. Oh, I see you, Auntie. Okay, okay. Let's go.
Let's go.
Come
Let's get
on.
it.
Waukesha in the building.
Walk in the building.
You already know. Let's get it.
Mm-hmm. Let's get it. Let's go. Shoot. Hey, tell me what y'all think of these costumes in the chat, y'all. Put one in the chat if y'all rocking with it, or just put one in the chat, y'all. Cause I'm rocking with this one.
Y'all rocking with Waukesha? Put a one in the chat if you guys like Waukesha.
Yeah, give it up for Wow in the building. Give it up for Wow.
Aunt T, you know, he was doing a purge. I seen him down there. Salute to you, Aunt T.
Yes, sir. And as y'all clearly can see right here, subscribe to that homie's channel right there. The Purge. There you go.
Cynical said, not the Keisha. Waukesha.
Right.
Yeah.
Waukesha.
Keisha fine though. Keisha fine though.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Waukesha always fine. You already know how we do.
Off rip. You know how it be.
How about you, Leo? What you got on over there?
Oh, I just got on my fellow ninja hoodie and my ninja mask. So I'm just keeping that
What you
ninja.
looking like over there?
Just something simple.
It don't matter. Let's see that. Let's see that outfit. Let's see that. Let's see what you
Oh,
working with there.
I don't have it. I don't have it on me right now.
Oh, you just okay. You're not camming up tonight. It's cool.
Oh, not tonight.
And then I see GC. What's that, GC? Let me pull that up. Put in a solo. Okay. We see you, GC. What's going on?
Nightmare Before Christmas. There you go.
I'm loving it.
Yeah, me too. Gotta be festive for this, yo.
Yes. Oh, and shout out to you because you killed that Kevin Samuels. Oh my God. When I saw that, see, I was working, but when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, he aced Kevin Samuels. Okay.
Yeah. I couldn't stop laughing when I seen it when I was at work. I was like, oh man, Auntie doing it right here.
Yeah, I was like, all right, he won. Hands down, he won. I don't gotta see no more costumes. Oh my God, that was so. But your purge costume is lit too.
Yeah, I got a bunch of them masks.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Culture was like that was a good one. I really.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
And for those,
I was surprised. Nobody expected. I was like, I kept it a secret. I was like, I ain't telling nobody.
I was not expecting, and I'm not gonna lie, I was looking for the bayang. I was gonna be Cynthia G. I looked everywhere for that wig with the bayang. I could not find it. It was like the half. I'm like,
no, and I spent about 2 hours looking for a pendulum to sit on the table.
Did you?
I spent about 2 hours on the road on Halloween. Just I went everywhere looking. I couldn't find it. I was like, oh well, you got it.
Oh my God!
I should have planned a little bit better. Oh well. I had the Red Bull though.
I
didn't drink that shit, but I had it.
Yes. We saw the Red Bull. We saw it. So we just waiting for some more people to come up. But in the meantime, you want to start? You want to begin the questions? Because I know a lot of people have to leave. So
yeah, I mean, we gonna first start on the first topic of the show right here. We first start with the first topic of the show.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
First.
Well, go ahead, Miss Wow. Let's see what you got to say.
All right, so we're gonna do Sexxy Red first.
Yes, sir.
Pull that up real quick. I still can't believe she said that. Yeah, I was so like grossed out when I saw that. I was like, "What is going on?" Hold on one second.
Yeah, with the smelly cooch.
Let me find it real quick. Hold on, y'all.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure y'all all heard about the smelly cooch.
She's looking for it. I didn't get any pushback for that. I was like, I better not for a damn Halloween costume. Chill the hell out.
Pushback?
For real. Somebody tried to tell me that was disrespectful, but he's dead. I'm like, yo, people dress up on Halloween like dead people all the time. It's Halloween.
It's
I
Halloween.
seen it. Hey, too. I seen that Simon dude trying to come for you with that costume too.
Like, come on, yo.
Is it?
I was like, it's Halloween. People dress up like dead people.
Right.
No disrespect.
No,
Did I send it to you? I'm looking for it.
I think you did.
Yeah.
Well, no, you definitely did.
Yeah, hold on. Let me look for it. I'm sorry, y'all. I should have been more prepared.
Oh, you sent it on the other one.
All right, send it to me real quick.
All right, hold on. Here I come.
All right.
Oh, so let me find it real quick. Here we go. Let me
All right.
download this real quick. No. Let me see.
Salute, que capo.
There you go. Just sent it.
All right, hold on.
Salute K Capo in the building. Was Wagwan.
Wagwan. All right, y'all. So, can y'all see the screen?
No, I can't.
All right. So, Sexy Red says, you know, a woman is working hard when her kitty stank. And then she said, this mother effer stank right now. Thank the Lord. And then she said, oh, baby, I've been working hard and my coochie stank, period. All right. So I need to know what you guys think about that. Let's start with Game Changer first.
Yeah, so that is something new. Is if it's true, and I don't know, I don't, I don't smell it when it's not presented to me. So no, honestly, so I
Hopefully
don't
not.
know. Like during the day to day, if the chick is working on the railroad, it stinks. I don't know because she's not presented to me. But I will say it's something that's better left unsaid. I mean, we talked about her before. She's definitely desperate for a viral moment, and this is her way of getting it. This is her way of lowering the bar some more and talking about a smelly vagina, her smelly vagina, in order to get clicks and views. Because once again, I haven't heard her music, and which is probably because one, I don't really listen to modern music, but two, I don't really think that she's a talented person. I think that she just shocks the internet and hopes that people buy her stuff as a result of her shocking the internet with crazy lipstick sounds or names and crazy vagina smells and stuff like that. Just looking for attention.
Definitely. Agreed. Okay, so that's your answer on that one?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. I mean, I don't really see how there's a correlation, but maybe if she works in a fish market, then then that would make sense. But outside of that, I don't see it.
And then she doesn't even I don't even think she does physical work. Her work is writing songs and rapping. So why
And twerking.
Right. Oh yeah, twerking. The twerk win. What do you call that? The twerk win? When they twerk. Sometimes it smells in the club. I can see her twerking and stuff, and the smell just gets everywhere. But I can't see her vagina smelling if she's taking showers and going to work and writing songs and rapping. That don't make any sense to me at all. So that's my take.
Well, I mean, is it on me next?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Sure.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's clickbait. That's just, I mean, this chick just says crazy shit. She just posts crazy stuff to trend the algorithm. She's got crazy lyrics to get people to buy the music. She's got crazy names on her lip gloss to try to sell that. She's a nut job. You know what I'm saying? She put out sex. I mean, it's just, you know what I'm saying? Hey, the price of a soul these days. It's a damn shame when you need an investor, you need an outside investor just to be able to stock the inventory to sell your soul. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. Hey, chick say she got stank coochie, dog. I'm gonna take a word for it.
I think it really truly does stink. I mean, just when she first came out and I saw like when I first saw the tattoos on her face and the ashy skin and that nasty ratchet wig and she just
But
looked like she stank to me.
but what I can tell you is this: you're not Melody. You're right about I'm assuming if a chick, I'm not a gynecologist or nothing, but if you keep yourself clean or whatever, you can have whatever job you want. So just like what Game Changer was saying, I don't care if you're working on the railroad. When she says a woman's working hard when her stuff stank, she ain't talking about no regular job. She's talking about straight hoeing, like
Right.
real hoeing.
Somebody got an echo.
Stinking, that's working hard. Stinking, that's working hard. So, yeah.
Everybody mute up while he's talking.
Yeah.
It should be cool now.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But no, I think that's what it means. If there is any meaning to it other than just clickbait, that's what it means. She talking to working girls.
It makes sense. But she was saying that like her stink. Like
yeah, because she working hard. She just put out a sex tape. All of that. That's she pretty much saying like that's what I do. You know?
Yeah.
I don't think.
Didn't she just get pregnant? Didn't she just get pregnant too?
Yeah, she's pregnant. She's big. Yeah. I mean, I've never been pregnant, but that can be a reason why it smells too.
Nah. I've been with a pregnant woman. I've been with a pregnant woman.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know because I've never been, but I mean, who's next, Swag? I can't really see. Who's next?
I mean, let's go with Leo Anthony. Then after that, we got Sun Kiss on the platform. What's going on, Leo?
What's going on? What's going on? I mean, I mostly agree with what y'all saying. Like, she is clout chasing. I mean, I get the reference. I think, sometimes like men will say like it's a sign of your masculinity when you sweaty and you got blood, sweat, and tears. I mean, I get that reference, but saying your coochie stink, I think that's just a ploy for attention. I don't really know what else to say about that. It's just I expect this like every other month because I don't really know a Sexy Red song. I don't even hear her on the radio like that. So I feel like with artists like her, right? And this reminds me of Glorilla too, right? I only know one song, F Ninja Free. And everything F Ninja Free. And everything after that was just her saying crazy stuff to get people to pay attention to her, like what she likes to eat. I ain't gonna say it. But yeah, like so this is just another ploy for attention. And to me, I feel bad that like this is what like young girls are listening to. Like, cause I got coworkers and I got like my cousins, they blast her music and Glorilla music sometime, and I'm like, oh my God. So I agree with the fellas. Like this, I agree with Auntie too. I'll take her word that coochie stink. So.
Yeah, she looks like it. She got tattoos all over her
I was
face.
gonna say that. I was like, yeah, she looked like one of them chicks that her coochie stink anyway. So to me, that's not surprising.
Not at all.
She looked like she looked like a true Keisha, like literally.
Not a Waukesha though.
Not a Waukesha.
Not a Waukesha, but a true. She looked like a true Keisha. When dudes we talk about Keisha, that's a very good example right there.
Yeah. Hey, Wolf Who Fade. Hey, it ain't that she don't want to make it okay for it to stink. She want to make it okay for them to be working girls.
Yeah.
That's what they promoting, the working girl culture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what? Because I could segue into something deeper. Because I seen somebody post a clip of a chick that got a BBL just basically bragging about how much money she make and how men are broke, right? And men are lazy and they're not on her level and they can't get on her level like that. But it's like if you're a woman and you're a sex worker, it's easy for you to kind of get paid like that. But the problem is it's like they never develop like money management skills or saving any because they got it so fast and they spend it so quickly. So I have seen that a lot to where like they look down on average earners. Um, so what do you guys think about that? Do you think that's an issue? Because I see that a lot now with girls doing OnlyFans, stripping, selling cat, uh, sugar babies. I see that a lot, especially when I go to the mall. I always see some weird couple. I'm like, how did this dude get this hot young girl?
I mean, look, I don't think those women they can say they want to do it with money, but that's another ploy too. That's just something that they say to get dudes to start competing to see who's got the most money. So everybody starts spending it and it all goes to the same spot. They'll take everybody's money. If you're in business, you'll take everybody's money. Okay, those broke dudes' money adds up too. Those dudes that are spending their damn SSI check, their disability. I call them the dudes that work for
life insurance, health insurance,
like that. Yeah, for real. They're literally just stiffing their landlord. You know what I'm saying? 2 weeks late on the rent just to bless this chick. Because if they get cut off from our OnlyFans for a week, they'll lose their shit. So, I mean, that's the culture we living in. You got dudes that supporting it. I personally don't think it's a problem. It weeds them out. You know, as far as the dudes are concerned, you know it's not you. So, and these are the chicks you don't want to deal with. Like, you don't want to deal with women like that. So let somebody deal with them. Let a fool deal with them.
I think a lot of sex working women lie about their income.
Yes, that's the problem. That's what I was trying. Like they don't be honest about what they actually do. They try to make it seem like they got this like the regular way, the hardworking way, and it's like, no, girl, you on OnlyFans or you on Backpage.
No, what I mean by that, Leo, is that they're honest about what they're doing. They're just honest about how much money they're making doing what they're doing. Like if you ask them how much they make, they'll say like, you know, I make you know, I don't know, $5,000 a night or something like that. And they don't.
It used to be strippers like that. Like when I worked in a strip club as a bartender, a lot of them lied about the money they made just to make themselves like sound better to the other girls.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, none of them brought home that much money. Like, come on, are you serious? I made more money than them, and I was bartending.
But if you're gonna lie about what you make, why wouldn't you just say you make like less than what you actually made? Why lie and say you made more?
Because of the nature of the work. I mean, essentially,
I don't care what you're doing. I'm never gonna tell y'all what I make. I'll lie about it. Like I'm gonna be on the low end too.
No. The reason why they lie up is because the nature of their work is like female value. So when somebody asks how much, they're selling their female value. And when someone asks how much do you make doing that, essentially what they're asking is how much is your female value worth? Because the worst case scenario is to get a chick who's not doing that, who's say a secretary or something, and then say, really? You know, you're degrading yourself this way for that amount, which is probably less than a secretary. So, you know, to avoid that, they kind of up it.
Yeah, didn't like Black China say she was making like $1 million a year on OnlyFans? Now look like she's struggling. Like so, I do think they be stunting to make it seem like you know they living lavishly, but they be struggling behind closed doors. But they be having like girls fooled to live that same lifestyle. That's what I look at.
Exactly. Just like you said, all these are the types of careers that have a shelf life. Like it's different than that of a professional athlete or something, but or you know what I'm saying, or maybe a hot rapper, but it's really similar. You know, though these things have a shelf life. Once you turn a certain age, once gravity hits, once there's some new hot person that just either looks better or whatever, the buzz is gonna die down eventually. So you might think, oh, I'm making $5,000 a session or $5,000 a week or whatever, which let's keep it real, most of the chicks aren't making that. But for those that are, you ain't gonna be able to do that forever. Like if somebody says, "Hey, you'll make 5,000 a week," you'll be like, "Cool," but they'll tell you, "Hey, man, you can't work past the age of 40, like ever. What you make between now and age 40 got to last you for the rest of your life, or you just got to pick a new career." You probably wouldn't take that deal, or you're going to demand more than $5,000 a week. You know, so miss me with the whole you making a bunch of money.
Some women say you gotta fake it till you make it. I mean, I hear that a lot.
I'm just saying, once you turn 40, you got to pick a new career.
That's true. Unless you still keep your body up. Some of them get BBLs. They be 50, still looking 20.
Hey, but now you got to compete with the newer, shinier model.
That's true. Got a point. It is hard. Sex work is harder when you're past 30.
No,
I definitely agree with that.
We're not gonna ask how you know, Melody.
Well, I am over 30, but I mean, I never did that type of work.
I'm just playing.
Yeah, but I mean, I know one chick that did that work, but that's back when we were younger. She was not attractive, but she did bring home a lot of money. And I remember one time we were together, and people used to always think I was doing what she was doing because I was with her, but that wasn't the case. She lived close to me, so sometimes she would like go with me places. But one time, an old man, it was an old Spanish man. He had to be like 70 or 80, came, and she was like, "You coming?" I was like, "Coming where?" She's like, "To make some money, girl." I'm like, "No." Guy knew no English. He didn't know English at all. I'm like, "Ew, like, is this really what you're doing?" This is the first time I actually got a taste of what she does. But the guy had a lot of money. Like, he had money in his hand, like speaking in Spanish and everything. And I'm like, how, like the language? How can
you got to sacrifice a bunch of stuff. You obviously can't.
She don't speak Spanish though.
Nah, I'm talking about as far as the life is concerned. How you gonna have a connection with somebody else? So as far as you building a family of your own while you're in that lifestyle, throw that out the window. You can't have that. Maybe if you're fortunate, you move away and nobody knows who the hell you are, you might be able to have it after the fact. But it's going to be pretty tough to juggle the two. So you're going to have to sacrifice a lot of things for that life. You can't do it forever.
Yeah.
Is the money really worth it? Let's just keep it real. In America, even if you make $1 million doing it, which would be 100,000 for 10 years, I mean, $1 million is barely enough to retire off of. That's 20 years of income. So what you gonna do? That's if you don't spend time, you ain't got no living expenses in those 10 years. So it's not as nice a life as they try to project.
Yeah.
And somebody was in the chat parts and stuff. So there's expenses to keeping with upkeep on that vehicle.
I never understood, because don't you get, like, I'm a woman and I know this. After a good sex partner, you feel worn out from that one person. So how in the heck do they go from guy to guy to guy? Like, it's painful most of the time, and some of them will just keep going. They'll have like 5 minutes one night. Like, how?
It's called working hard. Some women just work harder.
Like, what?
Yeah, you work so hard, your pussy starts sinking.
Well, I should have said hose.
Well, no, I think that
we can finally use the word hose in its proper context. Yeah, hose.
But you get what I'm saying.
I think that they go for the. I think that they go for the 1 minute man. I think that they, they go for those.
They're pros. They'll turn anybody into a 1 minute man. They're trained professionals.
I don't know. I think because of the way I am, as far as money goes, I would force it. Like I would make it a whole hour and or 59 minutes and 59 seconds. I would hold it in on some tantra stuff. because I want to get my money's worth.
Well, she's a pro. You can try.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's crazy. And then a lot of them, I think they charge by, like, if you want head, let's say you're a man and you want head. I think, don't they charge by like the minute or the hour, like how long you want? Is that like, do anybody know?
No, I think they charge by the job. Like they charge by its completion. So, I think they call it an hour, but if you finish like in 5 minutes, then you're done in 5 minutes.
Yeah, but can you like
just? So you need to fake it until you make it.
That's what I'm saying. Just the thought of me giving a stranger head for an hour, it just cringe. Like I can't.
Yeah.
I want you to cringe.
That's Sunkiss. You got YouTube playing in the background?
Let me see. Hold on.
Listen, I'm gonna say this.
But no,
wait. Let me just say this real quick. When you giving head, when you're in a relationship, that your jaws start hurting. Like 10 minutes to have your jaws locking.
Yeah, go to town, ladies.
Let alone an hour. What? And then after that hour is up, you jump into the next man for another hour, then another hour. Like that's wow.
Trained professionals. It's just like an NBA player. They can play 82 games.
No, I
want the whole hour.
Ooh, yeah, that's awful.
I'm just saying. I mean, look. Melody's talking for a normal person. This is somebody that actually gets paid to do this. So they should be able to do it on another level than your average person.
That's
They're
true.
paid for it.
I would hold it in. And I want her to suffer. I want her knees to hurt. Like I want her to have
you would pay her to make her suffer.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, man. It's time to get some new blood to talk up in here, man. So, kids, what you got to say? Everybody mute up before she start talking. All right, what you got to say, Sir Kiss?
Can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear.
Okay.
Okay.
As far as the coochie stinking based off of hard work, that's not a thing. I agree with them as far as like, maybe they're promoting that, that lifestyle or whatnot. But aside from that, that's definitely not a thing. It has to be, for me, I'm thinking it has to be, clicks and views or shock value, because that makes no sense unless the newer age pum pum is built with funk. Then I don't get it. That's not a thing, like at all. What is? I don't even know what that means. Like a woman is hard working when her coochie. What? That don't even make sense to me. So yeah, I think it's like a play, because nah.
Yeah, she needs
to be telling them.
Not us.
All right, go ahead, Melody.
No, I said she need to be telling that to her gynecologist, not us. Like, if you smelling that bad, you need to see a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, and then like back then, if you even tell a woman that her vagina stinks, she would be so embarrassed. She probably wouldn't even come around anymore. So for her to like be proud of it, like what happened to shame? Like being embarrassed about stuff like that. That's not something that's a good thing. like close your leg. Like stop having sex and maybe you won't smell like that. And I really think it's because she has like multiple partners busting in her. You know what I mean? Like I think that's what makes the odor.
Are you guys implying that these women need to stop working so hard?
They need to stop having sex raw. That's what they
But
need.
for them, that's working.
I guess.
That's their version of work. And they are working hard. So
that's gross.
They making a living of being mattress workers, man.
But at the end of the day, Melody's right. That's pretty much we know what it is. You stanking because like everybody done been in there, like yeah, like you letting randoms in there, or you letting the same nasty nigga in there. Whatever it is, it's bad. It's disgusting. You need to go see a doctor. And
or she may have a yeast infection.
Hey, and so does he.
Huh?
We need to see a doctor too.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right, who didn't we hear from?
I mean, so far we heard from everybody, but I want to see if like some kids got anything more to add. But everybody mute up when she start talking because I don't know what it is or her mic. All right, what you got to say, son, kids?
Man, I'm agreeing with everybody. The fact that it's kind of weird because as a worker, if that was what she was, like default setting is a condom, you would think. So if anything, it should smell like plastic or something. It shouldn't be funky, like by any means. Otherwise, yes, you need to go to the doctor like last week. But yeah, no. I don't know. I don't get it. I really don't. They're trying to normalize like being lazy or, just being reckless.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's everybody, y'all. So let's see what we got. We got the next subject. What we about to talk about up there?
I don't know. We had a couple of them. Let's do the trainee.
Oh yeah. Let me see if I can find it. Okay.
Yeah, send me that one, please.
Yeah, because I know you sent it to me somewhere. I'm just trying to figure out which one you sent it to.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. Oh, here it go. It's right up here. But I'll send it again though. Okay. Let me see. Where is it at? All right, I just resent it to you.
All right, let me just do this one real quick too. I want to hear
what.
Hold on. I want to hear how they feel about this one. It's one of the videos we sent each other. It's a short one. Let me share my screen real quick. Okay, fair use, y'all. I just want to see what y'all think. So this is a little boy, and I believe he was adopted by a white family. And just look what they dressed him in. I'm gonna play it.
Where are my kids? You guys have fun.
Are you having fun? There you go. You're welcome.
You like candy?
What did they say?
You're looking sharp. You got a dress and a skirt. How many dump trucks do you have?
We have 2 dump trucks outside.
So I just need an excavator.
Mama's gonna take your shot. We're gonna take your shot. Good job. Make Halloween?
All right. So let me stop sharing that. I just want to get you guys' opinion on that. So like I said, he's a little black boy that was adopted by a white family. Hi, Brienne. I just see
Hey,
Brienne.
Brielle.
Hi. So, how do y'all feel about that? Let's start with Brienne because she's new. She just got up here. So,
And plus, she's a mother, so she has something to say on the mother side.
yes.
Hi, everybody. How's it going?
Hi.
Hey,
See the costumes. I'm a geisha, I guess. I got the.
Oh, I love it. A geisha. That's cute.
It's trying to be
yeah.
a little festive. um, I guess the main problem with this is because I know people are gonna call me whatever names they want, but the problem with this is when you adopt a little black boy, you know nothing about the black image in the history of black people. Um, in the past, they used to what they call buck breaking. They would do things to humiliate the strongest black man so that everybody else would fall in the line. So the problem when you do this to a little boy who's impressionable, who doesn't know any better, let's say he grows up just to be a normal, upstanding citizen, right? The internet is forever.
Hmm.
Now, all his friends, future partners, they're going to see this side of him and question him. And let's say he grows up to be Jihei, which, okay, this they'd be like, oh, it makes no sense. You've been doing this since you were young. But the problem is, what if he's the type of Jihei where he still wants to have a masculine frame? You kind of pigeonholed him into being a certain way that he almost has to continue that. So I don't agree with this only because they're young and impressionable. Now, I will say this, if the child loves that character, that's perfectly fine, but you're not giving them a choice in that early age to, say, I want to dress this way or be this way. And then recording it, putting it on the internet, it's more for the parents than it was for the child. This could have been a moment, okay, if you want to be that character, we're not going to record it. We're not going to take pictures. If you want pictures, we'll just keep them in the attic or something. So I think it's unfair to do this to a child, honestly, a boy or a girl, because you're leaving them no choice but to dress or be a certain way when they grow up. Because, again, having this type of video, it can go one way or the other, and it's just unfair for that child. And again, the black image, which they obviously know nothing about, you've kind of tarnished it in a separate way. Now you have the internet either with you or against you when it comes to this little black boy.
Yeah. Facts. I
Brienne,
agree with everything you said.
Brienne, what evidence do we have of butt breaking?
What'd you say? I couldn't hear
What
you.
evidence is there of butt breaking?
You said what difference?
What evidence is there of butt breaking?
Well, the first time I've heard of it was in Roots. The other examples I heard of
Wait.
my
In
grandmother.
Roots, what happened in Roots?
They would R-word or humiliate or, dismember the black man that all of the other slaves looked up to. And like I said, the other
No.
thing I heard from my grandmother directly.
Okay, so I'm talking about the sexual aspect of butt breaking, like because I never get like a historical reference, not even a Roots. I understand that they maimed him with his foot, but I'm talking about the sexual aspect of it. Like, what evidence do we ever have of that? The reason why I'm asking is because I do think that the whole butt breaking thing is something that's made up and as a form of emasculation. I think that they're falsifying history to emasculate the black man, kind of like put them in a dress and say, oh, this is what they used to do to you to further degrade them. But I don't think it actually happened in a systemic sense. Like I can't deny that in 400 years or in centuries that there didn't exist gay slave owners. But as far as, oh yes, we're going to, pretend like this is prison, and like this is, now you're going to pick some cotton. I don't think that actually happened in a systemic way. I do think that they're just making that up as a form of, emasculation. Because when I first heard it, it sounded suspect, and it's like, oh, really? Like, did a slave master keep a journal and say, hey, this is the day that I bent them over and smashed? Like, it sounds made up. I think it's made up, and I think it's made up with the intention of emasculation.
if you believe that, I guess that can't do too much of that. But they did a lot of horrible things, and the main part of it was making sure that there was no community and that we had distrust of the black men that were around us. And then they obviously used that same black man to impregnate as many women as possible because they also wanted the children to be strong and survive so that they could have more workers, slaves. I don't know how much you can use that word, but that's just what I know of based on what I've heard. But if your experience is
Yeah, I mean,
different,
but we hear a lot of stuff in the black community that we don't really have, like when people say Africa was a matriarchy and stuff, that's just a bunch of stuff with no substance. Like you never really, there's always like this unproven history that black people have that fits a convenient narrative. Now, it's sad that so many black people think it's convenient for them to have butt breaking as it exists, but it's these things don't really seem real. And once again, it's impossible to prove a negative, but they haven't proved the positive, meaning that they haven't really shown evidence that this has happened. They just say it. But those are my thoughts. Those,
All right.
I mean,
Brianne, did you have a rebuttal for that?
I guess I can go back to my original point. My original point is that when you adopt a black child, honestly, before you do, you need to learn about the history of really any child that's not your same ethnicity. You need to do some research, know how to take care of their hair, care about their ethnic image, and if possible, if you have a person of that same ethnicity around you, you need to sit and listen, because a lot of it isn't even just about raising them. Anybody can raise a decent human being, but the problem here is you're missing so much of their history, and then on top of that, you're recording, their present, not realizing it's going to affect their future, and probably the future of everyone else that's going to want to be around them and deal with them in the future. So again, I think it's unfair, especially how young that child was, probably about 5 years old. This is your start in life, so we don't know where you're going to go from here. Hopefully up. But if you're already dealing with somebody that thinks it's cute to record maybe a part of your history where you just weren't knowledgeable, that wasn't probably the best idea, or knowledgeable what that's going to look like when you get older, that's where I think the problem is. A lot of parents, I can't even call them parents, a lot of adults making bad decisions for young children, young impressionable children. And then on top of that, everything isn't for the internet. Back in the day, I'm pretty sure, plenty of boys played with quote unquote girl toys and dressed a certain way and grow up to be fine with no evidence of it. Let the child grow up and then make those decisions.
I agree. 100%. Anybody disagree with Brianne on the panel? I guess everybody.
No, I don't.
No,
Everybody mute up. Saka's about to talk.
Oh, do I need to drop down again?
No, we just gonna be quiet while you speak.
All right. Yeah, I definitely agree with Miss Brianne. It's kind of like, why would you do that? If like Brianne was saying, if the child is interested in that character and that's what he wanted and needed in his life, okay. But to just do that, it's almost like they were trying to do it in a sense of, look, we're the type of family that we are, they're trying to show it as an example, like we support, you know what I mean, this type of, not behavior, but him wearing a dress. If he wants to do that later, we're with it, and if not, we're with it. But it's like they were making him an example as opposed to that being something that he actually really wanted to do or stand by. And then he's a little kid. Like, I'm sure he would have been cool just, without a costume. But for it to be that costume, it's like, why? What was the point they were trying to make? Were they trying to be applauded, or are they really, about this life and trying to make a stand? Like, it's kind of weird to me.
I agree with you. I
All right,
think
go
they were
ahead.
right. I think they were just doing it because if that was their own son and he was white, they would never have done that to him. But because that's not their biological son, and they look at black men like that anyway, and honestly, they probably want him to be Jihei because they don't want him bringing no black woman home. You never know what's going on in these people's minds. You know, they probably that's the start of him just dating men. Buy them dress. They want him to dress like that. They want him to. He probably got a house full of Barbie dolls. He don't play with boy toys. And plus there was plenty of male characters in that movie. Why did they let him be the princess? That made no sense.
Yeah, I wanted to comment on that. Again, I don't even think I've seen the entire movie, but I know there's at least three other male characters he could have been. Because in my mind, it's like, what if you grow up and you just, you're a heterosexual guy? You being in this dress, in the past, you can sit there and question your parents. But I'm saying, even if you grow up to be that way, it's like, well, did I really start that early, or did you guys, put that pressure on me? And the problem is, when you said it was, a different ethnicity that adopted him, I don't think it's the fact that they were Caucasian that's the issue. I think it's their mentality that's the issue. There's a lot of Caucasian people that adopt black kids, and they learn how to braid, they learn how to cornrow, they even learn how to do locks, and they do perfectly fine because they took the time to learn. I mean, a lot of our black mothers didn't even learn how to take care of our own hair. My problem is they already had a mentality where they want to be accepted by other people other than just their families. So it's a mentality problem with this particular family, I believe, that, okay, I want to put this on the internet. I want people to give me accolades. I want to be accepted. But you're not thinking about how your child is going to feel.
Right. And they paraded that little melanated boy around in that dress in front of a bunch of Caucasian men and women. It's like, it's just embarrassing all the way around.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. His hair looked like it had been, cut and everything. So my thought was, you guys know at least something about, grooming when it comes to our type of hair. Now, why did you feel the need to just record this and post this on the internet? Everything is not for the internet. Because again, that dress, kids are
His hair look cut?
What was that?
His hair look cut?
To me, it looked like it was recently cut. Because other than that, just being an afro, right?
I mean,
I'll always look at the hairline in the back of the hair, so it looks like he went to a barber at some point, at least within the last 2 weeks. That's something we can look at it again.
Sorry. I turned the
Okay, yeah, it may have been cut recently.
It has a house top and everything. The sides are short. So yeah, that's the first thing I noticed was the hair. Because at first I thought it was.
It's uncombed and brushed, but yeah, it was cut.
Yeah, that's something. He looks like a little kid that has a little bit of a high top. But you see the angles, how many angles they have to get of that? Just let them trick or treat. The fact that there's pictures and video of this, that's my issue. And then you have to hold the dress just so you can walk clearly, because the dress isn't even tailored to his height.
Right. They knew what they were doing. Like you said,
what movie is this? What movie is this from?
Frozen, it looks like. Am I right? It's a blue long dress.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It seemed like a last minute decision because, like I said, I had to keep holding up the dress, and now the child's cold jacket. His hair looks horrible. Oh my gosh! I was just saying because I'm still saying like the hairline looks like it was recently cut. There's a high top there, so they gave a appropriate haircut at some point. My problem is you have the child wearing a dress that's one too long and two all these different angles. Like this is a videographer pretty much recording all of this.
Right. They knew it was wrong.
The child was getting candy. I think if he was wearing, Black Panther, he'd be happy. You know what I mean? Like he's going to go home with all this candy. That's why he's happy, not necessarily because he's wearing this dress. Because if anything, it's inconvenient. He's holding at least one part of the dress the whole time, and then got cold. So that's my issue.
Yeah, that's a big issue.
No, I'm not saying it's freshly cut. I'm just saying it was appropriately cut at some point because I can see how short the sides are. So at some point they had, a good barber. The hair wasn't cut, brushed, combed. Sure, it wasn't brushed that day. I'll give you that.
Right.
But, yeah,
Well,
but he's not regularly groomed. Okay.
Sure. But I'm saying the fact that it's short, it was cut. Listen, my brothers had hair like that after about 2 weeks.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
I'm gonna read some of these.
I mean, I know.
Right. I'm just gonna read a couple of these comments. Somebody said, "Y'all notice nobody black adopts." Then somebody says, "Only white people who adopt black boys do this anyway. Never a full white family is parading their sons like this for real." And they got a lot of likes. Then somebody, let me see what else they say. Because they fear us as men. I guess that's a black man saying that. Because they fear us as men. I guess that's why they want to make them feminine. I guess that's what he's saying. And then Tariq, I guess this is Tariq Nasheed. Huh? What you say? Then
I can understand that.
Yeah. And then he says, when people in a dominant society get full access to a black male child, notice the pattern. And I agree. I do agree. And even some that adopt like black females, I noticed the hair is never done. I noticed the clothes never fitted correctly. It seems like they know nothing about the culture, so they just do whatever. But it's cool. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what to say about that. All right, so let's read this super chat and then get to the next topic. Aunt T with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Aunt T, for supporting the show. He says, thank you for having me up, Melody. Y'all support the show. Share, share, share. Appreciate that. Okay, now let's go to the next topic. You sent it to me, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Okay.
It's basically right above that other one.
Okay. I'll get to it real quick. Wait a minute, is this it?
Go to it and see.
No, I'm looking. It's a YouTube short, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the.
Yeah, this is the one. Oh, yeah, this is that one. Okay. All right, guys, fair use.
Fair use.
Ever gotten with you fully believing that you are a woman? Do you think that that's ever happened?
By mistake, yes. So that picks me up. I get in the car. So, he gets me the money. We get in the back seat. We start doing that. He's me from behind. So, I feel him kind of pause. I kind of feel it's a hand jump, but he keeps going. So we finish, and he turns on a light, and he looks at me, and then, he gets really close to my face. So I'm like, you good? Everything okay? That's fucking crazy. I'm not just a man.
So he realized it halfway through and realized it, paused for a second, and then kept going.
Yeah. Because, what do you want to do? I'm already doing it.
All right. So let me stop sharing this. Crazy. Since Hustler and Muscular keeps dropping off, let's start with him. Hustler and Muscular, what would you do in that situation?
I want to hear this.
Oh my God. Before I tell y'all what I'm going to do in that horrifying, disturbing situation, let me get my usual shout out, please.
Okay.
So, shout out to Killer the Sweet, bringing the heat. Looking so fly in those YouTube streets.
There we go.
Yeah.
And a shout out to my homegirl Brienne, my number one fan. The girl be cooking like a frying pan. And shout out to Game Changer, number one entertainer. Put a whip in the game like a lion tamer.
Mhm.
All right. So, what is your take?
Lean meat. Lean mean on the YouTube stream. Even though it's late, let me say happy Halloween.
Mhm. You gonna leave my girl Sunkiss out of this?
How you doing, son kids? I ain't got a rap for you. Sorry.
Oh no.
I'll work on it. Work on it. But
Ah man, it's good.
All right, go ahead,
I'm
AT.
at it. I'm lost for words. What would I do in that situation? I don't know what the hell I would do in a situation like that. But oh my god, somebody gonna get hurt. I know I got a buddy who had something like that happen to him. He found out she was a man and he wanted to hurt her really, really bad, but he restrained himself. Thank God he restrained himself. Cause no. You could have just been honest and said, "Oh, by the way, I'm a man converted to a woman, whatever y'all want to call it nowadays." You could have just been honest and upfront about that. But damn, that's just ridiculous. To me, it's the deceitfulness behind it that makes it so. That makes it so, I don't know, upsetting and disturbing. My God, and she even looks like she used to be. She used to be, a man. She looks like it. Bulky hands, square jaw. Wasn't it pretty obvious? Now, granted, there are some you really can't tell because I've seen dating profiles of females claiming to be trans or whatever, but looking at their pictures, you would never know. On the surface, you could never tell. So I get it. Sometimes it's easy to fool men, but that looked too that looked too obvious. So you would think that was a cross dresser,
Yeah.
what they call them, drag queens or whatever.
Mhm.
That's my take on it. I'm like, rock out.
All
I gotta
right.
catch my breath, please.
All right. So, so who else want to tackle that subject?
Wait, what?
So to answer the question, what would I do in that particular situation? I wouldn't get into that situation, and I'll explain how. And I'm not saying I'm above it because anybody can be fooled. But as everyone know who subscribed to my channel or heard me speak here on the subject, before sex, I always check for herpes. I do a quick herpes check. And I think in doing so, I would notice that there's a penis there where a vagina should be. Um, or if a doctor like dug a hole, I don't know. I never really seen like a dugout, but I assume that it's still little pieces of penis there. I'm just assuming that there's like a leftover ball, I don't. I'm pretty sure that it just won't look right, and I would see it then. But I've never been the type. Somebody said, "No, I look herpes check." No, no, I don't do a blood test on every woman, but no, I do look. I look at it and see if I see a herpes there. Like, I mean, no, you're not gonna do like a full evaluation, but no, I look to see if there's a herpes there. If there's like a glaring cold sore there, then I don't mess with it. I recommend everybody do that because
Yeah.
it sticks with you for your life. So yes, I look. What, y'all don't look? Y'all just blindly put it in like a dartboard or something? What's wrong with you? No.
No.
Not a dartboard. Oh my God. GC, from what I understand, when a doctor does that surgery, he tucks it. He tucks it and they said that it smells. Like it doesn't smell like a natural like vagina. It's because it's something with the I hate talking like this, but with that anus, what do you call it? Anus hole?
Yep.
There's something with that they do. So it smells like a booty, not a vagina. So it's plenty of ways you can tell that's not natural. And plus, like you said, I'm pretty sure it doesn't look like a vagina. So
Yeah. I mean, so obviously, I don't go around putting my penis in stuff that's in the dark, that looks good in the dark, and just like a random hole. But it's very bizarre that he didn't stop once it happened. Like I say, a person can be fooled, but once you realize what's going on and you continue, no matter what stage of arousal you're in, once you continue, you have crossed the Rubicon. You have become a homosexual. You have knowingly and consensually continued the sexual act with a man.
True.
So yeah, you crossed it.
Okay, so
I do hope to never be in a
Herpes check. Wow.
Why are y'all wowing this?
I don't
What?
see nothing wrong with that.
Like, why are y'all wowing this? You wow? You don't look at it.
How is that possible?
You don't look at a vagina before you put your penis in it? What the hell?
Yes, I do that. I'm just saying, you said do a herpes check, so you meet a chick and you just do a herpes check like that?
Everybody checks for that. You check for like warts and stuff, like all kinds of. What the hell?
First of all,
Okay, I get that.
say him. Say him.
Say what? I can barely hear you on
First
that
of
microphone.
all, be quiet, brother. Basically, all I said was just, hey, say him. He's the one who got pushback from me.
Say that again.
I don't see anything wrong with what GC is saying. I think
I don't either. I'm just saying.
Right. Every man should look at it before they stick it in. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
Just like every woman should look at it before she lets him do whatever.
And I'm not in there like and like a little light on my forehead, but no, I do a quick visual examination. I know it's not thorough. I know it's not a blood test or anything, but no, I do a quick visual examination. Like, I'm not gonna be like one of those dudes that you see, because like I heard on the Valtrex commercial, there was like 2 out of 5 people, who contracted herpes did it when their partner had no signs. I was like, so that means the other 3 out of 5 just seen it and did it anyway. What kind of crap is that?
Okay, that's gross.
That's just nasty.
That's disgusting.
It is
very.
Well, I'm not a disgusting dude, so I at least check. And people like blood tests. We have time for a blood test. I'm hard right now. All right, y'all doing too much.
All right, well, let's
for the last time. Anti-hero.
For the last time, Bill.
Well, I want to hear what Sunkiss got to say about this.
Everybody mute up, y'all.
Not everybody mute up. Okay, so I don't like it. I mean, I think it's pretty scandalous. It's almost like how do you? I don't even know how to like start this. So how are you, bruh, knowing that you have some extra equipment, you're portraying to be a woman, and not tell him what it is, like what's going on? Like that man should, the other guy I would think would be in jail right now, because there's no way. Like you have to disclose that kind of stuff, because you will get unalived playing like that, I would think. But for the most part, like, how did you keep going? What are we doing, sir? I mean, to each his own, but
I think it if real quick, let me say this to you real quick, Sunkiss.
Go ahead, Mother.
I think it would have ended well if he was a straight man. Like you said, he would have definitely, probably, I'm not going to say definitely, but he probably would have unalived him or beat him up bad. Really, really bad. Because that's what a normal straight man would do. Like, and I don't think, because you're not really thinking at that moment. You're not going to sit there and think about, well, should I do this? Should I do that? No, you're going to just do what your instincts are telling you to do and grab that person and beat them bad or unalive them. So I do agree with that point, Sunkiss. Okay, I'm gonna mute out. You're gonna continue.
No, yeah, that there's that part too where he clearly was about that life because you don't keep going unless you with it. You know what I mean? Like once he found out what was really going on, which is crazy because he had to find out versus being told. But either way, he was with it. So I guess. But yeah, it's wild. It's wild. People out here are wild, like for real. Because I don't know. If it was the other way around, there would be a problem. Like I'm gonna have to knuckle up because if I'm with a guy that ends up actually being a chick, we're not finishing nothing. Like, huh? It's go time. Like, no. But I'm good. Let's go.
Okay,
let me.
Go ahead, DJ.
Are you muted? Okay, so I want to respond to the chat room. Listen, condoms offer some protection against herpes when the herpes is inside of her. But when it's on the outside, if it's on the mum's pubis and it touches your genital area, then you're going to get it in your genital area. Okay? That's just how that works. If it touches you there, it's going to give it to you regardless. See, that's the problem. That's why y'all be like, y'all will see a herpes and put a condom on and think everything okay. That's like putting a bulletproof vest on knowing you're going to get shot. Don't get shot. If you see somebody shooting, don't find yourself in a situation like that. Condoms is not Robitussin. It's not a fix-all. You know, there's stuff you get with the condom on. Ask me how I know. And you get it from all the slime and goop that be around the condom.
That's deep.
Condoms aren't 100% safe.
Exactly. Especially from herpes. I spent my entire life avoiding herpes. And I do that by not thinking that condoms is gonna protect me against it.
All right, real quick, guys. Let me read this super chat from Leo Anthony. Thank you for the $10 super chat. We appreciate you. He says, hit the like button and subscribe if you're new. Please do that. It's very important to do that, guys. Please get us into the algorithm. Share, like on both channels.
Yes, sir. Yeah. And before we get back into this, I gotta say, shout out to my homeboy Josh, who just sent me a $5 cash app. Salute to you, Josh, for President 2024, homie.
And I just also got a $5. I keep calling it super chat. I'm sorry. A $5 cash app from Josh as well. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate it.
Salute.
Salute to you. Did we get Brienne?
I don't know if she want to touch this subject.
You want to touch this subject or you want to pass, Brienne?
Your call.
She the only one that ain't saying nothing about it.
What's it gonna be?
Ew. I'll pass. It's already been said.
Yep.
She said ew.
All right.
Brienne's so adorable.
Brienne, good call. Good call.
Bless your heart. Well, since we done talked about that, what we got on the next is the last one right here, right?
How deep do they dig the hole? I heard that they don't dig it deep enough for bigger penis people. And that
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, GC. Go ahead, GC.
do they dig the hole? Why is that? How deep when the doctors start digging, like you know how you dig a grave like 6 feet before you bury the body? Like how deep do they dig that? Because what if they don't dig it deep enough?
Well, they don't dig it at all, GC. They tuck it and they use the anus.
Wait,
like
what?
Are we? What are we talking about?
What are we talking about?
That's what I'm saying.
Are you talking about with men?
I'm talking about when a man go through that operation, they dig a hole.
No, they don't. They tuck it.
What the hell? What does that mean?
They tuck it and they use the backside for the hole.
Yo, killing me with this.
No, honestly, that's what they do. I remember I saw like a documentary.
Wait. Oh God, that's worse. So you're telling me that it's still there? It's just tucked?
Yes, look, Brienne looks very physically uncomfortable right now.
Oh no.
What do you mean tuck it in like a female? Women don't have anything to tuck in.
No, I thought they inverted the shaft, like completely inverted, and then they make
That's a hole. You're digging a hole.
Yeah, well,
you're taking a pole and you're pushing it to a hole. So, okay, so that means that their hole is only as big as their penis was. So if she's a working girl, then she has to come across a. First of all, she's out like getting money off that science experiment, and how does it get wet? The whole thing is disgusting.
GC, I think she still, or he, or it still has its parts, and I guess the guy did it from the back.
Oh yeah, no, then that definitely, because I don't go around like doing the booty without yeah.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
A little?
It's a lot weird.
Thank you.
You're damn right. Ugh.
Okay, but
I'm right there with you, Ray.
Before we get into our main topic, did you have any other topics?
Let me see. What are the topics that we have to talk about? I mean, we can talk about the topic that H&M brought up to us about all them different lists of all the first dates and crap like that.
We talked about that, but this was a different list. What kind of men today? What kind of women not today?
Mm-hmm.
You know what we didn't talk about? Because we talked about that list last show, Swag. We didn't talk about the men's list. Remember, men came up with a list, to women's list.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. Let me send that real quick.
Yeah, please send that.
Is that the one I sent, or something similar?
Yeah, I think I got it, H&M. Damn, my phone blowing the fuck up right now. Let's see here. Where you at? Let me see. No, not that one. That's not that list.
Acting like cutting up in Discord again. That's probably why.
Of course he is. He always cutting up in Discord. And for everybody that's watching, make sure y'all join that Discord because it's crazy as hell in there. Somebody put the link in the chat for them so they can join. All right, where is it? I know I got it in here. Oh, here we go. Here the list go right here.
This is the men's list or the women's list?
Yeah, the men's list.
Okay, let's definitely do that one.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
All right, let me see. All right, Killer Swag, check your DM. All right, Culture, I got you.
I'm going to pull that list up so we can read that. This should be interesting. All right, so I'm going to read off the list. So this is the group of men who made a list of the kinds of women you should never take on a date. Okay, so number 1 is single mothers.
I agree 100% because I'm not going to deal with you and your kids, let alone play stepdaddy. That ain't happening.
Right. I want to hear all the men
I
on the
disagree
panel.
with that one.
Oh, you
I
disagree.
disagree with
Okay.
that one. I took out single mothers in the past. I've taken single mothers out on dates in the past. Now, there are some things that make it a lot more complicated to take them out. One being that some of them will ask you to pay for a babysitter, and I don't do that. But no, if a woman is attractive, I don't care if she's a single mother or not.
But what about the single mothers who don't have a babysitter and they want to bring their child along on the date?
That's a no-no. That ain't happening.
So that's a no.
Well, that only happened once. It's only been offered once because dates are typically like at night, past the child's bedtime. But it happened where we was gonna go to Six Flags Great America out here, and I was going with some friends, and I invited a chick from class that I was into, and she was hinting that she wanted to bring her daughter. I'm like, no, I'm not bringing my daughter. I was what, like 17, 18? I don't have money for a daughter. We had an extra ticket, and I invited her with that extra ticket, but I'm not gonna pay for that. And then kids be wanting cotton candy and stuff like that. Nah.
Okay. So what about you, Swag?
What does it say for number one?
Single mothers.
Single mothers?
Oh, well, I ain't never dated a single mother, so I gotta agree with that one.
Okay, so you would never date a
Now,
woman.
granted,
I wouldn't say never, but I'm not really looking to find one. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, gotcha.
No.
Now, let me
We're not
say
gonna
this.
go past that. You're telling me that if you've seen an attractive woman and then you approached her, so you obviously are physically attracted to her, and then she says, "Oh, by the way, I have a child." You're gonna say, "Oh no, I'm no longer turned on by you. My penis is no longer hot for your vagina now that I know that a baby came out of it." Is that what you're telling me?
Well, first of all, I'm not about to be talking about my penis going anywhere near her vagina on the first meeting, but I'm not gonna say I'm gonna turn her down. No, I'm just saying I'm gonna turn it down. Yeah. I didn't say I'm gonna turn it down. I said I'm not looking. Huh?
No,
What'd you say,
I know
GG?
you're not looking for it, but you found it. No, I know you're not looking for it, but say you found it, right? You're attracted to a woman, you ask for a number, she gives it to you, but she tells you that she has a kid. Would you still call? You're still attracted to her.
Yeah, I would still call.
Well, see, that's my point. Yeah, so I want to say nay on the first thing on the list. Yes, I do date single mothers if they're physically attractive.
Hey, what's number
Well,
two?
let me say, I will say this. I've taken single mothers out on dates, the typical chain restaurant. But at the end of the day, I can't see myself being in a committed relationship with a single mother. That's my only thing. It's not going to go beyond just a couple of dates and some dates and fun.
I could, but it's a lot more
Say
difficult.
what, GC?
It's a lot more difficult. The crucible, it's a lot more difficult. The crucible, the interview process is a lot more stringent for single mothers than it is, for childless women. It is, and you're far less likely to pass. It's not the same test. You already are points behind. You have points deducted, so chances are you're not going to get an A.
Right.
Unless she's like spectacular in every single other regard.
Game changer. You are already a frugal guy. So you're dating this woman, courting this woman, and if you really like her and you get in a relationship with her, now you got two mouths to feed. How do you feel about that?
Exactly. Well, once again, like she would have to be so spectacular that she makes up for it in other ways. And other ways could mean a lot of things. Like she's like, hey, I'm a single mother, but how do you feel about threesome Thursdays? Something like that. She would be like a step in the right direction, making it up.
Okay, all right.
Or like if she's rich or something.
Right. That makes sense. Well, number two is women with tattoos. Let's hear it from the men on the panel.
You know what? I've dated several females, and all of them, I'm gonna say 95% of women I've interacted with had a tattoo somewhere on their body. So I don't judge them too harshly. But from what I hear, tattoos are signs of physical and emotional trauma. So it depends on what kind of tattoos. A tattoo of a dead relative, acceptable. If you got more artwork on your body than a freaking museum gallery, art gallery, that's a problem. I saw a chick with a tattoo from her fingertips down to her elbow, down to her shoulder. That's doing too damn much as far as tattoos. So it depends on what kind of tattoo and the quality of said tattoo. But other than that, they're not too much of a deal breaker.
How about you, Game Changer?
No, it's not okay. The reason why I really don't like this list is because they don't seem to understand that men date for sexual purposes as well. And yes, I can and will. Like, tattoos don't necessarily deter me from sleeping with a woman. However, they will be something that I take into consideration if I'm looking to court long term. Is she viable for that? And then after that, I would determine the type and the nature of the tattoo. So if she has like a tattoo that's in color, that's very important. If it's in color and it's like a cartoon character or something, then yeah, no, that's cute and somewhat feminine. However, if it is like a nigga's name on her neck or something like that, that's clearly a ghetto cultural staple, then no, I would be far less inclined to get with a woman like that. But no, I have in the past. In fact, one of the weirdest things I had, she was very feminine and she was light skinned, so I could see it more. She had the worst tattoo I've ever seen, and that was it was a whale, but it looked like a second grader drew it, and it wasn't like a real tattoo. It was something that was rigged. We were very young, and she got it from like a dude in the basement without a professional tattoo gun. It was like the jankiest, cheapest thing I've ever seen on a human being. And yes, I did smash anyway.
But did you call her after you smashed? That's the question.
No. Oh, did I call her? Yeah, I liked her. Yeah.
Oh, you liked her. Okay.
Yeah, I thought you were going to ask if I call her out on it. But no, I didn't call her out on it. I don't. It's not that big a deal. I mean, sometimes it's just an indicator of like that of the culture that they're a part of. Which for a lot of Black women, it's not a good thing. But it's not a deterrent. I don't like get completely turned off.
All right. Well, how about you, Swag?
Well, I have dated chicks with tattoos, so yeah.
Okay, so you're yes. It doesn't matter. So what if they got like a whole bunch of men's name tattooed on their neck and on their thighs?
Not a fan of that.
You're not a fan.
I mean, the one thing about me, like if a chick like got a whole sleeve on her arm or something like that, no, I can't rock with that. Now, if you got like maybe a shoulder tattoo and a thigh tattoo or something like that, I can get with that. But if you got like looking like one of them biker dudes, no, I'm cool on that, man.
You don't want that, yeah. Like you don't want Donna from Black Ink.
No, I don't want a chick that's gonna end up looking like me if I was to have tats like that.
Right. I gotta agree. It is kind of ghetto. All right. So what about number 3? A woman.
Y'all saying stuff like y'all wouldn't smash. Like if you seen a chick that was all the way tatted, but she was shaped like a young Amber Rose, you would still smash.
Yes, smash, but
let's
like,
be
you're
real.
not. You don't want to be
real.
like that. You might. Smash.
No, but this is Melody. This is a dating list. This is a dating list. Like let's understand that the threshold for smashing is far greater, or so it's far less than the threshold for wife and stuff like that. There are a number of women that you will date that you would never marry, and that includes.
I literally just said I dated a chick with a tattoo, so.
Okay, that makes sense. All right. Well, how about you, Andrew? Because Andrew just came on the panel. Would you date a woman with a tattoo?
And salute to Andrew for pulling up.
Yeah, salute to you.
Salute.
What's going on, everybody? Would I date a woman with a tattoo?
Yes.
I mean, I got tats, so I mean that would be kind of weird for me to say nah, I wouldn't.
Right.
But I mean, I got nothing against it. But I don't really like too much of it, like too all out, because it kind of comes off a little masculine. Just depends on the type of
Mhm.
tattoo and where they're getting it at. Um, I got a thing for girls that have like lower back tattoos, like even if it's a dragon or a tiger and animals and shit. I got a thing for animals and shit.
Tramp
But
stamp.
what's
Tramp
up?
stamps. You like tramp stamps?
Tramp stamps? Is that what it's called?
I always wanted one between my dimples. I'm not even gonna lie. I always wanted one, but I'm happy I
Oh,
didn't get one.
oh, okay. I thought you were about to say something else, but
Ha!
okay.
Between the thumbprints.
Yeah, my thumbprints. I always
Oh my
wanted
god.
I always wanted like a butterfly in between my thumbprints, but I'm glad I didn't get them. You know,
Nah, I got nothing against tattoos. I love them. You know what I mean? As a
he
body,
loves
is a
them.
work of, yeah, I love them. It's a work of art. I love them on women too. I just don't like too much like the arm sleeve. Like I got a sleeve. I just don't like when chicks have like a sleeve a little bit. I don't know. It's a little bit too masculine for me. I just like the back tattoos or and the necks too. I don't like when chicks have neck tattoos.
Well, my sister has angel wings at the back of her neck, and it's like they're like feminine. It doesn't look ghetto. You would you take that?
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's the angel tattoos is nice. Like I said, I got nothing against tattoos. I mean, it's just how you kind of carry yourself though with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just not a fan of females having sleeves. I think that's just more masculine in a way.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, what about like rest in peace or like men's names, all their exes' names tattooed all over?
Hell no. Hell no.
Or what about like I'm not gonna y'all gonna laugh. When I was young, very young, I wanted butterfly wings on each butt cheek.
Oh Lord.
Shit.
Like,
Really? Damn.
I'm not even there. I wanted one wing here and one wing here so it can flap. You know,
Oh my god.
is that
Oh my.
But would that be like a deal breaker? Like if because you wouldn't know she had it until it was time to get intimate. And then like you took off her pants and saw butterfly wings. Would that be a deal breaker?
That'll be a deal breaker for me because I'm the only one seeing them cheeks. So
Yeah, true.
but
I wouldn't care.
it depends though. If you wear some shit that the butterfly wings are gonna be shown, then we got a problem.
Like a
Yeah.
G-string or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that should be my eyes. My eyes only. You know what I mean? If
Well,
I'm
if you
looking
guys
at
go
that,
to the beach, you go to the beach, you're gonna see them. If she has,
I think that was Andrew's point.
right. I guess you.
well, listen, it like I said, it just depends on how you carry yourself. What needs to be shown? Like, do you have to have like a G string that tight to where the butterflies are showing? The wings, I
Mhm.
mean,
Yeah.
do they gotta be showing like that?
I mean, if you have on like bikini bottoms, you might see a little bit of it because they're huge wings. It covers one wing cover each butt cheek. It's like a big butterfly.
Are you trying to tell us something there, Melody?
No, I don't have that tat, but I'm saying I used to want it when I was like 18 and I wanted that tattoo. That was a tattoo I always wanted, but I'm glad I didn't get it. Now that I'm like, in my 30s, I'm glad I didn't get it. But when I was 18, I wanted that tattoo really bad. So what I'm saying is if I would have got it and we went on a date and then you seen it later, would that be a deal breaker?
That's not a problem for me as long as I don't see no guy's name on there.
Oh
And
yeah, no
if there's
names.
a guy's name on there, you better make that shit up and say, hey, that's my dad or something.
Oh my god.
That's my dad.
Oh Lord.
Not
Say,
pops.
say that's my daddy. That's my daddy.
That's crazy. All right, well, let's go to the next one. How about women who dress like this in public? I guess they mean like women who dress like provocative in public.
Dressed like what?
I guess they mean like
Oh,
provocative in public.
That's a definite no go. You're not gonna get me killed in these streets because you want to show your ass for everybody out there. That ain't happening. No, no. We talked about that on a previous stream, so you already know, Melody.
So what if you guys went to like a lounge or like a nightclub, and if she dressed for the nightclub, is that still a deal
You know what
breaker?
the hell she wearing?
I get what you're saying. Okay. All right. You were done? No, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just saying, were you done? Because then we can move on to who was next?
What on the list?
No. I'm saying who was, because I'm reading it for the guys to answer. That's what I'm saying. Who was next, like out of the guys?
Oh,
Game changer.
I mean, without knowing what this is, I don't really have an answer. But if I don't really mind if a woman dressed provocatively at all. Once again, we're talking about dating, not marrying. I don't care.
That's true.
But how she dresses is a representation of you in a public. Why would you wear nice clothes and she's looking like a 304? Seriously, man, come on.
Facts. That is facts.
I wouldn't wear nice clothes, I guess,
Nah.
but I don't really.
I'm not saying she. I'm not saying dress. I'm not saying dress like a damn nun or just like you came out the 1950s or something. I'm saying wear something sexy, but it needs to be classy, not trashy. And shout out to Classy, by the way.
Shout out to him. Oh my God.
I do not care about stuff like that. I mean, if she's dressed slutty, then that makes it quicker for me to put my penis in her. Like, because
you do that behind closed doors.
It's not that. Yeah, exactly. Like, these things affect a person's decisions to be in a committed long-term relationship, not to smash. A provocatively dressed woman can get smashed.
That's true. In that case, go to the damn strip clubs. Plenty of them in there.
Or you
Yeah.
take her to the strip club if she insists on dressing like, oh no, we're not going to go to the Cheesecake Factory. We're going to go to the Cheesecake Factory, which is a strip club. And yeah, you take her there. Like, I mean, but no, I'm gonna say you dress like that.
The Cheesecake Factory.
Not the Cheesecake Factory.
Cheesecake Factory.
Exactly.
Oh,
like, I mean, that's how you, like, but no, to just say.
Okay. All right. Well, what about you, Swag?
well, as far as provocative clothing,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want my woman to be dressed like she just came out of church, but at the same time, I ain't trying to have my woman to the point to where I might end up in a fight or have to go and grab my out the car.
Yeah, true. And plus, couldn't it like start a fight in the streets? Like if a man disrespects you because he knows that's your woman or that's your date. Wouldn't
Yeah.
that be, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it happen all the time, so definitely.
I do
Melody,
too.
You a woman long enough to know that haters are gonna hate. They're going to hate regardless. Like if a woman is somebody that he wants to be with, he's going to hate.
Yeah, but why give other dudes ammunition to want to run up on them though?
Her dressing a certain way isn't going to. Her
You're
dressing
right. It
sexy.
might not. You're right.
get
It might not play a role in that, but at the same time, if she dressing like that, that's gonna make dudes a lot more bold to walk up to her and say something.
Okay.
Exactly right. Now I get it
And you
because
can't even say that ain't the truth.
no matter what a woman wears, she gonna get hit on. She gonna get hollered at no matter what. But when a woman's dressing provocatively, she gonna get hollered at for all the wrong reasons. She gonna be looked at as basically easy trash instead of a woman that's got class, basically. So it does affect how people look at you and what their intentions are when they approach you.
Yeah, I mean, if you out here looking like Sukiana and Sexy Red, then no. But if you got like a crop top on, showing your stomach, showing your thumbprints, with a little cleavage out, you can classify that outfit. I think you can. It depends
Correct.
on the person. You can make it look classy and not trashy. It depends on how you carry yourself. And it depends on your body type. Because I've seen skinny girls in provocative clothes, but it wasn't that provocative because they were skinny. But you see a BBL chick or like a woman with a hourglass shape with that on, it's gonna make it look more provocative and more sexualized.
Agreed. Agreed. Like stuff do appear more provocative on a woman who has, pleasing curves. I agree.
Right. So I guess it depends on a woman.
Well, let's ask. Oh, she's gone, and the other one's married, so never mind.
Yeah, that's why I left the women out because this is really for the men. That's why I'm asking.
Well, I was gonna ask the other one. Has she ever been like turned down? Has a guy ever said, "Hey, you can't wear that," because we're going out?
Well, ask Brienne. Yeah, ask her. Why not?
Well, Brienne married like her college sweetheart, so I don't think that happened with her.
Let me ask you this, Brienne. Did your husband ever have a problem with the way you dress? Like, were you able to dress however you want?
Yes, but I was always mindful of what I wore because I grew up with a father that if a shirt got too tight, if I got because I had my favorite like outfits growing up. At one point, you grow up and certain outfits just don't fit the same, and he would say, "Okay, you're not wearing that. You're changing your outfit." But it was mostly my mom who would, see me wearing like a certain. Even my pants were too tight. If I was going out in the winter, you had to wear a coat that covers your butt. Like she always made it a point to like literally look me up and down and change my clothes as needed. So I feel like I'm very critical now because of my parents, not because of my husband. So my husband's never had an issue with what I wore, but again, I was raised to know that you wear certain things, there's a time and place, and to kind of be analytical of yourself, not necessarily critical. Well, maybe my parents are critical, I don't know, but to be very, cautious of what you wear. I think in college, I think it was right before we were dating. I was wearing, a sundress that was, I would call it a tube dress. And there was a guy at the park that said, "Oh my goodness, you look so good. Are you single?" And I said, um, "I'm not." I said, "I am single, but I'm not looking to date anybody." Oh.
One kiss.
One kiss.
I'll mute her.
I got it.
Okay, so I told my husband this story because this was like right before we dated. That because we started dating in the fall, and this was in the summer. And I said, "I'm not dating anybody, but I'm not ready to date yet." And he said, "Okay, just give me a hug." And I'm like, "Okay." It was a black man, kind of taller than me, seemed harmless. Went in to give him a hug. He grabbed both of my butt cheeks, and I pushed him off. And I said, "That's not what you asked for." He was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself." So since then, I don't even think I wore that dress anymore because I'm like, was it too tight? Was it too revealing? So I became very, analytical of myself after that happened. And I was at a public park with my older brother and my nephew, and that was just like a person that just kind of approached me. So yeah, I don't even think I wear that dress anymore after that. It was just wore it as like pajamas. But yeah, it was just I would describe as a tube dress, like a tank top dress that pretty much went to the floor and it was striped. But maybe it was too tight on me that it just called for that type of attention. And I was
No,
like,
that's no excuse.
when that happened, and that man was easily 30 years old. So
That's
yeah.
no excuse. That's no excuse.
Yeah, he was
He
being
shouldn't be doing that. He shouldn't be doing that. That's no excuse.
Yeah, it don't matter what you were wearing. He should keep his hands to himself, definitely. And it's a long tube dress. That's regular. That's plain. That's not even like.
Yeah, and I was out with my brother and nephew because I remember thinking like, okay, this seems appropriate. It's going to be 92 degrees today or 90 degrees, whatever it was. It was a summer day. But yeah, after he did that, he asked for a hug. I was like, "No, Christine, I just want to give you a hug." And it just seemed so harmless, regular looking black man, slightly taller than me. I thought, okay, a hug is fine. And he just grabbed both my butt cheeks. And I'm like, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not wearing these outfits. I'm not trying to call for this type of attention. So I think after that, if I can look at my old Instagram, I just started wearing those dresses that were like kind of poofy at the bottom. So that kind of became my style shortly after that. But yeah, I didn't want to call that type of attention. And even dating my husband, again, it was just nice dresses or a blouse and pants. That type of attention always made me fearful So it blows my mind that women are welcoming that type of attention. They feel emboldened, and I just never felt that way.
How long ago was this, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I'm 32, so that happened, I believe, when I was 19, because it was right before my husband and I started dating. So I had to at least be 9, and then it was the summer. I was probably turning 20. So yeah.
What year was that? I'm sorry, I'm like really bad with
The
math.
year, so if I graduated in 09, let's say this was, because I was in college still, so 2010, 2011. Like I said, I just remember it was the summertime. We were at a park.
Because I'm just gonna kind of add on to what you were saying right there, because I grew up through the 90s, right? And in the 90s era, it was a cool thing to slap a girl on her ass and shit. You know what I mean? And not knowing what's up.
It was
I said what?
It was
No,
it was cool
no,
to
it was no, because girls would turn around and they'll smile at you for doing that. Like it was just a culture
What
thing.
kind of women you be dealing with?
No, I'm trying to tell you,
Atlanta.
like I'm trying to tell you,
Continue.
in the 90s, it was a thing. It was okay. It was socially, it was an okay thing. But as time went by later on, we realized that that type of culture wasn't a good thing to do. But mainstream media, social media wasn't around at the time, but TV was a big influence. We used to see it a lot on rap videos where the guys would chase after the girls in the videos and slap her on the ass and shit. I like big butts and I cannot deny. Like all that type of stuff was like that culture was
I
different.
agree with Andrew, but I will say that even in the 90s. Oh, my bad. I'm lagging. But no, I agree with Andrew. The 90s was different, and yeah, women didn't really, clutch their pearls as much over stuff like that. But the whole situation is a lot different. Like, with Brienne. The 90s, it was cool on the dance floor, especially if, she's grinding up on you and stuff like that. But what she
it was a thing to slap a
described is
girl
a
in the
dude
ass. It
that,
was fun.
hey, can I have a hug? Like, that's real. And she barely agreed to that. And then, yeah, that would be like, that wouldn't have been appropriate then. Like, once a woman makes it clear that she's not into you and you doing stuff like that, that's just like,
Yeah, but game
even
changer.
back then, that would have been a little
game changer. Back then, girls were grabbing on my nuts. They used to come by just grab.
No, but Brienne wasn't. No, I get what you're saying.
No.
I get what you're saying. But
I'm
Brienne,
just saying from that culture perspective in the 90s. Now what Brianna went through, that's
yeah, I'm saying that what she went through was inappropriate even in the 90s.
Right. I get that. That. That was inappropriate because it's 2010, man. That's not too long. That wasn't too far from now. So, times have changed. You can't do things like that. You feel me? So
yeah, but
I feel
in all times that I don't think that even in the 80s, like somebody could do something like that and just be like, it's cool. Because yeah, you could grab booty more freely back in the day, but not to a chick that barely wants to hug you. That's
you don't just grab.
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
you don't
like
do
I said,
that.
you can't do
I
that.
didn't
Period.
mean to get too far off, but I was just saying, like, I became very cautious after that point of how I dressed. Like, I wanted to make sure things weren't too tight, and I wanted to make sure I looked presentable so that I wasn't attracting that type of attention. So I remember going home that day thinking, yeah, I'm probably not going to wear this anymore. It's, attracting the wrong type of attention where they would think that's okay. Again, there was no cutouts or anything. It was just a straight dress, to the floor, but it was one of those stretchy sundresses that everyone, was talking about. So I thought it was cute, but yeah, it was from like Rainbow or something. It was like $10. But yeah, I'm like, I'm not doing this anymore. It's going to be like frilly dresses from now on. But the point about this is the type of woman you shouldn't take out, a woman who isn't cautious of how she looks to other people. Now, every other person's, opinion other than my husband's doesn't matter, but I also have to think about how I'm representing him. Because I changed 4 times before we went to his work event, and this was a few weeks ago. I was like, I don't think anything looks good on me, like postpartum. And I got so many compliments. They loved my outfit when I went to that event. So that made me feel nice. But I mean, I changed my outfits 4 times and I was so upset because nothing fit the same after having a baby. So yeah, I think it's important for guys to look how she dressed and how she feels about herself, because she's also going to represent you, which is what you guys talk about a lot on this platform, which I think is very important. And the tattoo thing, I only got a tattoo because I thought it was cool back then. My goal was just to get it removed, but of course that's another expense that I don't want to think about right now.
Well, where is the tat, and what kind of a tat is it?
It's stars on my arm. Like this is the only one, and I wish I didn't get it. Like I thought I was being cool and fitting in with everybody. I cried the whole time getting this. It was uncomfortable. They kept saying, "I'm almost done. I'm almost done." And kept digging into my skin. The funny thing happened today. My daughter noticed it for the first time today and tried to pinch it off. And I was like, "Sweetheart, it doesn't come off." I was like, "Yeah, I really want to get this removed now." And I did an estimate. It's going to take like $1,500 to get it removed. So I'm like, dang, like that's
a lot.
Yeah, it's 5 stars, $1,500 to get this permanently removed because I don't want my baby to get to 15, 16 thinking this is cool because it's not. It was a mistake, and sometimes your mistakes are on you, and sometimes they follow you. So I definitely don't want this to stay on me forever.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't
I
think
got him when I was 21, so yeah.
Right, those are the ages, 21, 18, and I'm so happy that I didn't do it. The dumbest thing I did was got my tongue pierced.
Ooh.
And I was 18. I did all this at 18. I thought I was being cool. I got both ears all the way pierced, like 10 in each ear. My tongue was pierced, my belly button was pierced, and I wanted tattoos. And I'm glad I didn't do that because when I got home and my mother saw that tongue ring, she made me take it out right now. She's like, take that out. She's like, what you do? What you get that for? What you about to do? And that embarrassed me when she asked me that question because I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, why you get that for? Who's that for? Who you gonna go down on? That made me.
Who's that for?
She's like, what you out on the streets doing? You about to go? You about to suck? I'm like, She's like, take it out your mouth. She made me take
She actually said that?
Yes, she was like,
said
that's
you
not
gonna lick somebody's shroom.
She thought, yeah, she embarrassed me. And guess who was sitting right next to her in a chair? My dad, when she was saying it. So she put me to shame. Yeah, it was bad. It was real bad. But I understand.
That's a hall of shame for you.
A hall of shame. So what you do is very important. The decisions you make when you're young. But I want to hear from Sunkiss about the that, and then we can move on to the next one. Sunkiss, you there?
I am. Can you hear me?
Yes. Do you think it's okay? Do you dress provocatively? Okay. Like your boyfriend and your husband, will he allow you to dress that way?
I don't know that it's much. I don't know if allowed is the right word, but I feel like it was mentioned, you are representing who you're with. So if you're with somebody that likes to dress provocative, you can't really feel some type of way when she gets dressed, leaves, and then everybody's all in her look. So for me, that's the biggest thing for me, like how people sometimes they will, when they get with the person, everything's all good, and all the things that they love or liked about the person when they first meet ends up being the same things that is a problem later, which is funny to me. But me personally, I don't dress provocative like that unless I am, behind closed doors. So I don't know.
You look pretty, by the way. You're beautiful. You're really pretty.
I think.
And I love you. You got pretty skin complexion.
I almost forgot I was supposed to be cammed up. I'm sitting here chilling.
Nah, you look beautiful.
Thank you. I'm over here chilling, cammed down. I'm like, oh wait, I'm supposed to be cammed up.
Yeah, your skin complexion is perfect. It's just like my sister.
This is the first for me.
I'll be so jealous of y'all skin complexion. I swear.
Okay. Thank you.
You like
yeah, this is the first for me. I don't cam up, y'all. So
first time ever, folks.
So I'm like, okay, bye. But yeah, let's go. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. No, you're beautiful. That's perfect.
Say it again.
No, I was like, yes, girl, you're beautiful. I don't know why you don't want to cam up, but Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Did we get all the guys swag?
I don't know. This is not a thing. I have to get used to it because it's kind of like
Yeah,
goes hand in hand with
hold on. We
age.
didn't get classy. We didn't get classy.
I think she's lagging. Is she behind?
Yeah, she got a delay. She got a delay.
You got a delay.
Yeah.
Go
But
ahead.
no, we didn't get classy yet though.
All right. Same question for classy.
Huh?
You there, classy?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry.
Yeah. So, would you date a woman who dressed provocatively in public?
No, actually, I did that before, and I had to take the blame for that because a lot of guys kept messing with her, and she was receptive to it. So I had to take the blame for that. Now, there's nothing wrong with dressing sexy, as long as it's being in a classy manner, and this, gives off a little sensual vibe. I'm cool with that. But if it's just like, hey, look at me, look at these cheeks, nah, I don't need the headache, so it's not that important. So.
My point exactly.
Right.
Head don't ache. Head feels good. So you telling me that
Here we go.
You would turn that down just because she's dressed provocatively?
Yeah, because there's a million more women in the world that'll give me less
So
problems.
you never got with a chick at the beach in a bikini?
But see, we're not talking about the beach though.
That's provocative. We're talking about provocatively dressed.
Well, you're dressing for beach weather. She's talking about going out.
No,
like
I'm talking
a
about
date.
dating.
She's talking about
You can
dating,
date
but
at a beach.
yeah, you can. But most people go to the beach to actually have fun, not like on a date.
Dates aren't fun?
Right.
You know what I'm talking about, GC. Come on now.
No, what I'm saying is I want men to have a category. I want men to have a category for slutty women. And yes, you can date women in that particular category. They just do not cross over.
But you're using that as specific time. We're talking about date. The most people, when you're talking about date, they're not thinking beach.
No. Let's put the beach aside for a second. You're right. I was being flip on that. But no, let's put the beach aside for a second. We understand the Madonna whore complex.
Okay.
And if a woman is a whore, I don't see why you couldn't date a woman who's a whore because they have their purposes. Okay, think about it like this. There's always in places, there's the retardeds, and they do stuff.
GC.
What?
That was not nice, but go ahead.
Okay, well, the what do you call them then?
Mentally challenged.
Mentally challenged.
Okay, the mentally challenged. And they have jobs. They bag groceries, they tear tickets at the movie theaters. Now you know that they won't ever be like the manager, the assistant manager, or the store manager or something like that. But they have their place in the organization. Sluts have their place on my penis. That's what they have, and I don't see anything wrong with embracing that. The list is about dating.
Well, did you hear what I said though? I said I did date someone that did that. It turned out wrong.
Yeah, but I mean, no, I get it. So that's not because stuff like that happens when chicks are dressed correct.
Well, I'm not saying it didn't, but what I'm saying, when you're dating a chick that's just showing everything, just knowingly, she's basically heightening the situation of men coming to her. That's all that I'm saying.
I blame the men for that, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right, I think we got all the guys on that. So I'm gonna go quicker down the list. We gotta give quicker answers. We got a lot, and then we can get to the main topic. But how about sex workers? People that do OnlyFans and things like that.
Hell no. Hell no. So the no. Hell no.
No. Okay. What about you? Let's get quick answers. Who's next? GC.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Elaborate. Anybody who say yes?
You would? What?
I've never.
Let him answer. Let him answer.
I'll go down the thing. I never dated an OnlyFans girl because OnlyFans is very new, or at least not that I know of. A mattress actress. I dated a woman who later became a mattress actress, but not while she was. I dated a stripper. I haven't dated a call girl. I have dated an escort, and I
dated
don't
an
know
escort?
if I dated an internet model. And a bottle girl. Yes, I have.
Wow.
Well, bottle girls are not.
Bottle girls.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I've hooked up with women who used to be ex strippers, but it never went beyond just a hookup. So I can't take them
What
seriously.
are model
You can
girls?
smash what you want, but I can't take them seriously. No, that ain't.
What I used to do, bring out the bottles at the nightclubs with the sparklers and stuff like that.
Yeah, I dated a bottle girl. I have.
Yeah, that's not a sex
Oh,
worker though.
okay. Got
All right, who was next? Swag. I'm sorry. I'm trying to.
I mean, we can go with Andrew.
Go ahead, Andrew.
Shit. All right.
Yes or
Yeah,
no?
all shit, yeah.
Oh shit. All
There
right.
you go.
Well, unlike your boy over there, I mean, I've never dated a sex worker, but I am gonna say this. There's rules to it. It can only be an exception only if I control where the money's going. Since you're doing it in my place. And I gotta see what the hell is going on. But me personally, I wouldn't prefer doing my chick doing the OnlyFans shit. Like I don't want to do that. But if this is her way of getting money, and let's just say, she making 20, 40,000, 50,000. Okay, she taking some pictures, she's in a bedroom, and she ain't got no dudes over, then shit. Bills getting paid, and fuck it. Go ahead, do what you gotta do.
So your answer is yes,
Oh,
pretty much.
Nah. I didn't say
in that
yes.
case, get an OnlyFans.
I just said if I was going to date an OnlyFans chick, then that would be the rules to the exception. But me personally, if I had to choose, I would say no. But if I had one, then that's the rules. No dudes.
You will have to manage her.
I gotta manage her. I gotta be her personal. I'm gonna Suge Knight that bitch. I'm gonna manage her.
Okay.
Straight up. Put the
All
fear in her.
righty then. Yeah. I want to hear from Swag.
Oh Lord.
Swag. What about you? And be honest. We need honesty. This is grown and sick conversation. Just because you are a co-host, don't mean you gotta lie. Go.
When have I lied on this panel?
I don't know. I'm just saying we can't be bougie. We got to keep it real.
You want to know my real answer? You want to know what I really? All right, here we go.
I guess that's no.
I don't get it. I mean, it's just dating. It's just dating.
It's nothing to get. I'm not messing with it. Flat out.
It's just dating. If I'm attracted to a woman what's her job got to do with it?
I stand on what I said. I'm not messing with her.
No, I understand. I just don't understand.
All right.
Who we going with next, Swag?
All right, Classy, you up, brother? I think he said he messed with one before, but go ahead if you didn't.
No, when I was 20, I had dated porn. I went on a date with a porn star. Yeah.
Mattress worker, mattress actors.
Oh, corn.
Yeah.
Corn or mattress, yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, mattress actress.
Or a mattress pounder.
There you go.
Well,
but have I as of lately? But I have.
Nice.
You have, but would you now? With your profession, you're a professional man. Would you now?
No.
All right. I knew that was gonna be a no. All right. Well, let's move on. I think we got everybody right. All the men.
Yeah, we got all the men.
All right, we got all the men. The next one is woman with an IG. Oh, that's stupid. Woman with the IG page. This is what the men said. They wouldn't date a woman with the IG page. All right, go ahead, Hustler.
I think he dropped down.
Oh, yeah, he said he was going to be in and out.
Yeah.
All right, who's next? You want to go next, Swag, and then you choose the next person.
I mean, I can't agree with that one because I've talked to plenty chicks with IG pages, so I can't say that. So,
right. Who's next?
What about GC?
Go GC.
Yeah, I don't have an IG page myself, so I don't even ask about it. So I'm indifferent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Andrew.
Oh shit.
Yep.
I mean, everybody's got an IG page, so I mean, what you gonna do? Date a nun? Like that's the only chick on earth that probably don't got an IG, and she probably got one too. So what you gonna do?
I was about to say nowadays, nuns got IG pages, so yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't. That's just stupid right there. Like, nah,
Right.
that's dumb.
Classy.
Yeah, 10 of them.
Okay.
Like 10. All right, that was a short, quick answer. Well, all right, number 6 on the list is women with non-ear piercings. So these men don't want women with no holes in their ears. Go ahead. Who's first?
I'll take it from here. I'll date a woman with ear piercing, so there's my answer.
With no ear piercings, they said.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to date a woman with no ear piercings.
That's actually
Don't agree
rare.
with that. Next.
That's rare.
Don't agree with that one.
Who hates that though?
Shoot, nowadays, man, babies getting their ear pierced, so you can't even count that no more.
That's I don't know.
Yeah,
That's weird.
Young girls
That's
get their
kinda
ear
weird.
pierced at the age of very young.
Like 3.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Shoot.
that's rare.
Shoot,
to see
nowadays
a
they be getting them
female.
done at months old. Shoot.
Yeah. So I'm like, that's a rarity to see a girl without having ear piercings.
But let's just be real. Like, who's really gonna turn down a girl that's a bad chick that you see that got her ears pierced? Like, come on.
That don't have her ear pierced.
Yeah, who don't got it? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just dumb. That's dumb.
Yeah, it is. That's dumb. I agree. Dumb.
That's dumb.
Yeah, that's silly. Everybody agrees, so we can move on. That's a silly one.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, everybody agree. Okay. The next one is women with purple hair, any unnatural color. Swag, go first.
Purple.
No, what did you say?
Women with purple hair or any unnatural color.
I'm not rocking with that.
So you don't want to date a woman with color hair?
No, because I already know I'm about to catch hell messing with her.
Because she might, she ghetto, yeah.
Yeah, she'll be another Waukesha out here.
Waukesha, yes, definitely. What about blonde? Because they said any unnatural color. So how about like a red or a blonde? Because black women, we don't really have natural hair that color.
I mean, red, hell no. Blonde, it depends. Because some blonde, depending on the skin tone, it can really help with it, help bring the color out. But if it's like a platinum blonde, hell no.
Okay. All right, go ahead. GC.
Yes, I would.
You would mess with a woman with different color hair. Okay, that's a quick answer. How about you, Andrew?
Man, I take them all colors: purple, green, blue, yellow. I don't care.
He like the rainbow.
I'll take them all. No, I don't like the rainbow now.
That ain't what I meant, Andrew.
Let's go.
Okay, you rainbows right here. But I don't mind taking a girl with any type of color hair because I'm not looking at that at the end of the day. I'm looking at other shit.
All right, bro.
My good answer. All right, Classy.
I've dated a professional woman that looked like T-Boss. She had the same hairdo and it was blonde. But the green and yellow and all that extra stuff, I can't rock with that. I mean, I just think that look corny. That's just my opinion.
Wait, they're saying I read the piercing one wrong. Women with non-ear piercings, so piercings other places like clit, tongue, nose.
As long as you don't get an infection down there, okay, fine.
Right.
Go ahead, rock on.
Yeah. I mean, but I've dated women with those piercings though, so that's why I can't really rock with that one.
Okay. I had my belly pierced and all that, so I don't see nothing wrong with it. As long as it's not down there. Down there, it seems a little weird. Like you can get infections
Mm-hmm.
down there. So, yeah. All right. Women with.
Look, that's just too much.
Oh, go ahead.
You can run the risk of losing your feeling down. Cool.
I heard
No, I
about
was
that.
saying you can run the risk of losing your feeling completely if it's not done correctly, and you ain't gonna be able to do it. So yeah,
That is
nope.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I heard that you can have multiple orgasms with that. Somebody that I knew told me that she can't even sit down without
That
having
is also true
orgasm.
for
Very
some
true.
women.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Pick your poison.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. How about? Oh, go ahead.
My friend told me that.
Your friend told you that too.
Oh boy.
All right. How about women with friends that are 304s?
Oh, you're talking to me? Yeah. My friend got it done, and she said there's times where
It's kind of what?
Yeah, she on the delay.
I don't know
She
what
has
that
a
is.
delay.
Mm-hmm.
You said the 304s. What are those? Oh, I am doing it now.
You know who that is.
I don't know what to do.
All right. No, I didn't hear what she was saying. But no, I was
Mm-hmm.
asking the men, women with friends who are 304s, would you take them on dates?
What, the 304s on dates?
Yeah, like women who has 304 friends.
I mean, if she's got 304 friends, 9 times out of 10, she a 304 herself.
Birds of a feather flock together.
Together, amen. Game peep game.
Exactly.
That's it. That's all I need to know. Say less.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I had a friend, I already said it. I had a friend who was selling herself, but when I found out, I did kind of like fall back from her.
Oh, she
But
was doing
yeah,
some whole activities, wasn't she?
right. So
Choo choo.
choo choo, all that, yeah, choo choo
Choo
trains and all types of
choo.
crazy stuff. Hmm. All right, I want to go through this quick. Models who market to men. I want everybody to say yes or no. Models who market to men.
Yeah.
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 All right. Next, models. Anybody who wouldn't date a model. Okay, I guess
No,
everybody
I
would date.
have. I have.
You
So
have.
I date a stripper, but I don't know if that's close to a model. But
Depends. No, it's not a model.
nah.
Definitely not. Okay, how about women who travel regularly? Yes or no?
yeah, I have no problem with that. Travel regularly. I mean, like you said, we like GC said before. It's just a date. I ain't committing nothing to you. I might go to another country and deal with another woman besides her. So go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, everybody agree with that?
Yeah, dude.
If
All
I'm
right.
in a relationship, I want my chick to be close to me. I don't want her to be traveling a lot. For what? Fuck you
But the
traveling?
question is for dating.
Oh, just dating?
Yeah,
In
just
order
date.
Yeah.
This whole list is about dating, Andrew.
Yeah.
Oh well.
It was just my turn.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No. I didn't mean that. I meant that's how I'm perceiving the situation with the woman that travels. It was just my turn.
Oh, it was just your turn.
Yeah, no, I didn't mean my turn, Andrew. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, I got you. As far as dating goes, I mean, it depends, I guess. I mean, if she was traveling before I met her, then I can't change what she was doing before. I mean, if that's what she does, I gotta just kind of learn to respect that. But I mean, if I'm with her and she wasn't traveling often, and all of a sudden she's traveling a lot, my red antennas is gonna go up. Like, why are you traveling so much? What's going on? Like, you know,
Yeah.
when things are different from the beginning of the relationship or whatever the dating process, whatever thing you got going on, then I'm gonna question because it's like, well, why all the drastic changes? You know what I mean?
Right. All right.
That's just me.
That's a
I
good
can't.
answer. Well, everybody agree with that, or anybody have something different?
We all pretty much agreed on that one.
All right. How about women who drink liquor regularly?
Oh my god.
An alcoholic.
Nah, been there.
Yeah.
It turned out bad news.
I wouldn't deal with it.
Yeah. I think everybody's on the same page there.
Yeah.
Women with weak absentee fathers.
Somebody else go.
Weak absentee fathers?
Yes.
Well, it depends on.
Well, go ahead, Andrew.
No, you can go ahead. Go ahead. I'll
I
follow you
wouldn't
up.
even know how to answer that question because most people wasn't born with their fathers. So
Yeah.
that's kind of whoever put that on the list, man, they must have been mentally challenged.
All right. So, excuse me. Who wouldn't date a woman who didn't have a father in her life?
I mean, if anybody say they wouldn't, they lying because damn near every woman nowadays ain't got a father.
Yeah, we would all be lying. So I'm not even gonna entertain and say no to that.
It's only like a select few that still got their pappies in their life, but everybody else, no.
I mean, now would I prefer her to have a father in life? Yeah, but it's rare.
That's true. I think everybody agree on that one. Well, how about this is so stupid, this one. Women who live alone. Guys don't want to date women who live alone. I don't get it.
That's crazy.
That is
crazy.
that is stupid.
That is dumb. Whoever came up with that one on this list was a dumbass.
That's like saying, "Hey, come over to my house and have pleasures with me while my mother is in the other room." Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Or my sisters and brothers or something. Like they want to hear that.
Yeah, no. That's a stupid one. All right, so women with party voice? What?
I ain't never heard of that one.
What's a party voice?
I don't know. That's so weird.
I'm guessing maybe she yell a lot. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't like loud ass people, so.
Yeah, me neither. I hate that. How about women on dating apps?
Been there, done that. Carol Melody. So go ahead.
Yeah, she's pretty too. Yeah, see.
Yeah, I don't do dating apps, but if a woman has a dating app profile and I date her for other means, I don't mind.
I'm with GC on that one.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with dating a woman on a dating app because once she meets you, and if she really like you, she gotta delete the app.
I would imagine so.
You would hope.
You will hope, yeah. Okay. Women who have been on Fresh and Fit.
Oh God.
What?
I don't know because some girls on Fresh and Fit actually did have some sex. The rest of them was some hoes though.
But that would be the reason why I would date them because there's nothing. It's dating to have sex. I'm not dating to build nothing with you. So
True.
the way they look, I'm sorry. I would like to put them in a power dribble, full Nelson, double suplex position.
Oh God!
See, and that's what I'm talking about, Classy. And you was saying earlier about how if they dress provocatively. I'm saying this is just for sex.
No, I feel you. I agree with you on that, but I'm talking about, especially in public clubs like nightclubs, you're going to have a bunch of drunk fools all over the place, and you got to deal with that. I wouldn't want that pressure.
Oh, no, I don't mind about drunk fools. But, I mean, I'm talking about, like, when you take them out. Like, when you take them out, mind you how she's going to be dressed and, and then date accordingly, I guess.
I feel you on that. I see the correlation where you're going with it. I understand, but I'm just saying she wouldn't be going to a nightclub on a date with me. I'll go ahead and take look at the guy, look at the girl that he's dating. I'll be like, I don't give a damn at night. I'm gonna make sure everything jiggles. So go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Bravo, Classy.
Right. All right. Women with list.
Oh God.
Nah, that shit is a turn off though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, because they have a long list.
With
I want
what?
a man who's over 60.
With a list. Oh, you said list?
List. Yeah, like with list.
So basically, like a requirement.
Right. A long list of requirements.
Pass.
Oh, you mean kind of like the girls was talking
Oh, you
about?
said
You
a
know, you
list.
can't
Oh
date
yeah,
me
yeah.
if you're not paying $500. Girls like that. You talking about
Pretty
having a
much, yeah,
list?
yeah.
Got it. Got it.
Basically, somebody that's gonna run up your bank account, classy.
Nah, I'm good.
Please, man, I'm good, dude. It's millions of females in the world. I don't need that particular female.
Right.
Right. Well, let's put it this way. Is there anybody on this panel who would date a woman with a list?
I already said no.
Oh yeah, I date a woman with a list.
Really? Why? Can you elaborate?
Well, for one, they're not serious when they have the list. Most women who have those lists, they're really not serious. They really, on the list is almost as stupid as this one. But when it comes down to it, they're not going to, like, say if on their list they say non-ear piercing, but they find out that Idris Elba has like a hidden piercing, something, they're not going to care. So the fact that they're dating you, and chances are just on first inspection, you don't mean everything on the list, means that they are willing to bid. They're just coming from a different place. It's just a maneuvering tactic. I wouldn't mind. And keep in mind, like, I can't iterate this enough. This is the stuff of dating. Like, all of these things are relationship red flags.
Yeah.
Which I agree. But this is just dating. Like, and yes, when I say, oh, you have a list, and if on that list is something stupid, then I'll lie. Like if she said, oh, yes, I only date Aries that are Scientologists. Like, oh, yes, I agree. That's why I'm happy to be an Aries that's a Scientologist. She deserves it.
Okay. I like that answer, I guess. Just lie and play along just so you can get some. Okay.
I mean, you remember that movie I'm Gonna Get You Sucker? He lied about having 12 inches and she took her leg and her wig and everything off.
Oh
yeah, let's go. Yes, she did. That's the movie too. Okay.
This is crazy.
Oh my god.
All right. All right. So how about women who have been engaged?
I mean, I probably would still date her, but as far as being in a committed relationship, no. But date her, yeah.
You would date her. Okay. How about you, Andrew? Would you date a woman who's been engaged?
Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, that doesn't change anything. I mean, who knows what would happen in her? I mean, what happened in her past? I mean, maybe her ex died. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like these things happen. So her being the ex, but there might be some reasons on why that guy's not around. So it kind of makes you think, like, okay, that's when you ask questions.
Right, but she can just make up lies too.
That's true. So I mean, it's a give and take right there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, how about you, Game Changer? Would you date a woman who has been engaged?
Yes, but once again, it's a relationship red flag. It is a huge relationship red flag, but a dating red flag, or would I not date her? No, if I'm physically attracted to a woman who's been engaged, I would continue to date her. But I mean, the transition from that to a relationship is going to be very difficult because I can't underestimate how much of a red flag that is.
Yeah, it really is. Well, how about you, Classy?
Well, I mean, it depends on the context. Like if you're using past tense or present tense. Meaning is she engaged? I wouldn't do it because I would want to respect her moving forward with said man that she's choosing to marry. Now, if she said she was engaged, oh yeah, I'll date her.
Okay. Well, hustler and muscular. How about you?
Whack-a-mole.
Whatever. A woman that now, granted, I did date a woman that was engaged, but her reasons for calling out the engagement didn't sit so well with me, so it didn't last too damn long. Oh my god.
That's
Let me respond to the third world Colombian. It says, why do men in 2020? Why do people mention the year all the time? Still feel like they have to lie to women to get pussy. That's why we lie, to get pussy. Like, And it's not hard to be honest with them. Not all women are looking for a relationship. The scenario that I gave wasn't about relationships. It was about some twit that said I only date Aries that happen to be Scientologists. That has nothing to do with relationship. I'm not lying on my relationship intent. I'm lying on my zodiac and cult affiliations. So why wouldn't I? Would be the question. Like it bothers me when dudes like to play this like high morality card, you know, like heaven, like somebody's just sitting at a pearly gate saying, "Nigga, you lied to fuck." No, miss me with that.
I mean, running game is a lie in itself if you think about it.
Nah, at least yeah, it's ridiculous. These broads are stupid, and if you don't capitalize off their stupidity, then you stupid too.
Okay.
Motherfuckers walking around with truth on their resume and shit. Have you ever been late to work? Oh yeah, I've been late all the time. That's why I got fired 6 times. You're stupid.
All right. Well, let's move on to the next one. How about women who've been divorced? That's a good
Doesn't
one.
that fall? Doesn't that fall into the same category, more or less?
No, that's engaged. You mean divorce? Like you was married and everything. You probably had a kid, and then you divorced them. Would you marry a woman like that?
Well, like GC said, dating's cool, but that's a relationship red flag. So, but dating, yeah.
Anybody on the
It
panel
depends.
wouldn't date somebody who was divorced.
It depends on why she got divorced. To me, it depends on why she got divorced. You gotta consider that aspect. Now, she got divorced from her husband because she was bored and wanted to go back to being single. Okay, that's a red flag. I'll deal with you on a sexual level, but I'm not dealing with you on a romantic level because eventually you're gonna get tired of me at some point. You divorce this man because you were bored. You're gonna do the same thing to me and every other man after me. So
Right.
you gotta look out for.
I pretty much just said all that.
So I only got one thing to say about that. Hi, Tia.
Yeah, hey, T-Mo.
Right. Exactly. Well, anybody on the panel wouldn't date? I mean, would date someone who's been divorced?
It's just dating. Like it's the same with the last. The answer is the same with the last thing. Is
It's just
a
dating. He
relationship
is
red
right.
flag. It's actually less of a red flag than the engaged thing, but still, it's a relationship red flag. It's not a it's not a dating red flag.
Right. Okay, makes
Yeah,
sense.
and plus you got to find out why she got divorced in the first place.
But GC said something that I agree on a while back. He said a lot of women aren't dating to be in marriages anyway, so most of them are looking for people they're attracted to just to have sex.
That's true.
Hey, think of it like this. She got all the resources because she divorced a man.
Well, I'm not going to stick around long enough for her to buy me anything, but
Yeah,
right.
She got a nice house. She got a nice car. I dated women that were divorced. I know these things.
Okay, so she got to have the money.
No, she ain't got to have the money. She got the money from a previous divorce.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Interesting.
Don't
All right, so
hey, I've been around. Not like that, but
yeah.
dating.
Well, Andrew, you travel, you go overseas, so this one.
Oh shit.
How about American Black women? So men pretty much saying they don't want to date American Black women.
Melody, I interject. I travel as well, but go ahead.
Oh yeah, you too. Right, I forgot you too. So, how do y'all feel about that? I want to hear everybody's answer here. Go ahead, Andrew. You first.
God damn, Melanie. Gotta put my ass on the spot.
Putting you on blast.
God damn. Put the heat, the pressures on me. American Black women. Okay. So what was the question again?
This is a group of men was asked what kind of woman you should never take on a date. They said American Black women. Grown and sexy. Gotta be honest.
Let's just be fair, right? Let's just be fair, right? Let's just be honest. All right. I'm gonna say a stigma of low class negativity, right? You don't want that from any type of race
That's true.
because there's some ghetto black biatches, you know what I'm saying, that come in all types of colors.
Right.
But predominantly, right, is a stigma with a lot of black American women, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna say this, right? I judge an individual based off how I'm being treated.
Okay. So you would take an American black woman out on a date?
Why not? I mean, if she's first of all, if she's attractive, I gotta be attracted to her. You know what I mean? And she's got the qualities I'm looking for in a woman. Why not? The fuck?
Okay. Well, thanks for that. Let's go with game changer. What about you? I know the answer already.
Yes.
And yeah, because you all for black love. But go
Yes.
ahead.
If I'm attracted to a woman. Well, I mean, if I'm attracted to a woman of any race, or place that she was raised, then yes, I would.
Okay. Well, how about classy?
Repeat that question one more time. I got lost in translation.
Would you take an American black woman on a date?
Of course, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Huskyler.
I've already done it before, so that's a definite yes. But it depends on what kind of woman. If she's a quality woman, then yeah. But if she's low quality, I'll deal with her for recreational purposes only.
Yup.
Gotta
Bubbles.
go.
Gotta
Just
go.
please strap up so she won't be online talking about I'm missing my 5th baby daddy.
Yup, she gotta go.
That's a good one.
And let's go with you, Michael Myers.
I mean, yeah, I would date an American black woman. I mean, it's nothing to me.
Yeah, I think that's silly for them to say they wouldn't take an American black woman on a date because what if she's a classy woman? She got a lot going for herself. Like they just letting all the ghetto Waukeshas pretty much. No, they letting the ghetto Waukeshas like dictate whether or not they should take a black woman out.
I think well, let me answer that. I think let me just go ahead and throw this out here. Problem, especially within our community, they just speak the loudest and they are the noisiest when it comes to dressing and just being out in public. So it gives a bad, it does give a bad stigma. But I'm just gonna say in general, Western women make
all
it
ghetto
bad.
ass women.
Western women in general make it bad for American men to date them. For the most part, because of silly stuff like these stupid lists that they throw out here.
Well, that was the last one that men said they don't want. They don't want women raised in the West. That was the last one.
I gotta give him on that. I gotta somewhat agree with him because the way our society is going versus if you go to another country like Brazil or Dominican Republic, I don't know about DR, but especially if you're going to the let me take that back. But let me say, if you go into places that have a more patriarchal society that believes in traditional family, it sounds very attractive because what's going on in America right now, it ain't it. I'm sorry. The people, the breeds that run around the world, maybe women like you, Melody, they exist, but we're gonna have to go through a football field full of 304s to get to y'all, and y'all in the touchdown zone.
And you might not even get there.
Exactly. That's my point. You're gonna get tackled in the middle of the field.
Lassie, can't back up. You had your costume on.
I can't right now. I had to do a number one, but go ahead.
Oh, okay.
TMI, brother, TMI.
All right, game changer. How do you feel about that? Them saying they don't want to date Western women.
Yeah, I do agree that the West is a bad environment. The West does produce a lot of great things. Cooperative, beautiful women is not one of the things that they produce in abundance, unfortunately. So the West is a great place to work. It's not a great place to find a relationship. And and start a family. Now, if through all the madness you just so happen to find somebody then with non-Western values, then I would say go for it. But so the short answer is yes, I would date a Western woman, but it's not my first choice. I just so happen to live in the West.
Okay, let's go with Andrew. Would you date a Western woman?
Hell no, let me stop.
Well, you travel, so
Yes, I do. I do a lot of traveling. Well, and I have dated Western women before, plenty of times, but I got treated better outside the country. But there's been times that I got treated well from Western women too, but it seemed like they always got something going on, man. Like I got to do the whole facts. You know what I'm saying? Like there's just it's always something. It's always something. So I just feel like my mind's at peace when I'm dealing with somebody that's away from the West. You know, it's less toxic.
Agreed.
But I am open up to meeting somebody in the West. That's cool. But she gotta be different. Like I gotta find somebody who's me. You gotta be a female version of me for me to be like sprung over you and shit.
okay, it's a good answer. H&M, Western woman.
Like I said, I've already dated a Western woman. I had a good relationship with her, but things went left. So it depends on what kind of woman she is. Now, granted, all Western women are not trash. There are some good women, but this society is such bullshit and such trash that it's like treasure amongst trash out here. I said that before. It's treasures out here, but we gotta dig through hella trash just to find them. After digging through so much trash, you just say, fuck it, give up. I don't feel like being bothered with this. And thus all the precious treasures just go ignored. And the few treasures we do have in our society are looked down upon by the trash. You know, Brienne can attest to that herself, all the shame she had to go through when she got engaged to her husband. Any married woman would tell you that, you know, they don't support marriage anymore. It's not what it used to be. So who wants to get married in this society where traditional values don't mean a damn thing? That's my take on it.
And swag. Did we go with you already?
No.
Western women.
I mean, like a lot of these fellas said, with the way that this society is looking, unless she was a chick that kind of aligned with what I was on or something like that, I don't.
Brother, what's your name with the mask?
Killer Swag.
Man, let me tell you something, Cam. I give you a lot of props for having that mask for so long on, man, because I couldn't do it.
I know, right?
Oh, man, I would have a hard time breathing, man. I give you props on that. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, somehow I'm doing it.
Well, before we move on to the next topic, I really want to ask Sunkiss a question. You there, Sunkiss?
Yeah. I'm
Okay,
here.
so as a Black woman from the West, how do you feel about what men are saying about women in general, like with the list? And then after you answer that, how do you feel about the list that the women made?
To be honest, I could definitely see where the men are coming from, considering that they're the ones that deal with women, as opposed to me having an opinion about the women they've come across. Clearly, there's a tone of the type of women, or type of woman that are out here, how they move. So are they all like that? Absolutely not. But the vast majority, sure, I could believe that. And I agree, like within this society and just what everything represents or what everything stands for, or lack thereof, these women, I don't know that, I want to say that, back in the day, maybe the quality was better, but I don't know if that's even fair to say. It's just depending on what these men are looking for. Are they looking for somebody to hang out with? Or are they looking for a kingdom partner? Like, there's the difference there. So I don't blame them. I believe that what they're saying is what they're actually coming up against. I forgot the second question.
Oh, how do you feel about the list that women made? Did you see that list? The
I
cheese because
did.
the Cheesecake Factory girl.
I saw that list and it was comical to me. At the end of the day, like a lot of those places, everybody's done. You know what I mean? Or it's like a common ground. So as far as what type of female, that list might, resonate, but realistically it's trash.
Agree. So we on
So
the same
would
page.
you go on a free first date? Walk in the park, walk on the beach, something like that?
I'm sorry?
Would you go on a free first date?
That's preferable at the end of the day.
Okay.
Absolutely. It's preferable.
Agree.
Because you're getting to know the person you're with as opposed to what they got. So yeah.
Okay.
I like picnics. Do you?
You asking me or you asking Kiss?
Yeah.
This was some kiss. Yeah, me too. Yeah, we're on the same page.
Oh,
I guess
yeah, I
Mag is
do
gonna.
like picnics and stuff like that. Like
Yeah, like they're the best. I like walks in the parks and picnics and stuff. I like coffee dates. I like everything that was on that list that they said they didn't want to do.
Hell, I like going bicycling on a boardwalk. Hell, I like going skating rings.
exactly.
Yeah, bowling. Absolutely.
I'm
But
more
they
like
didn't.
I'm more like to going to a festival. Like I take it to a
Yeah.
jazz place, play some
That's
jazz.
fun. Yeah, that's a
like
lot
my
of fun.
or comedy or something like that. Stand up comedy joint.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's like what where a classy man would take you, like a festival or something like that. Or even Cheesecake Factory. I like Cheesecake Factory. What's the problem? You know? But it's whatever. These
Hey,
women
I
are
remember the
so
cheesecake
Yeah, I
entitled.
factory
don't know.
back then.
I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I went to the Cheesecake Factory today before I went to go see Five Nights at Freddy's. So I don't know what the problem is with people.
Me neither. They said they don't want to go to the movies. They don't want to go bowling. They don't want to do regular date
That's
things that
crazy.
we did back in the day. Like, I think it's just a new generation now, like the 18, 19, 20-year olds. But that
No, no, no,
lady was
no,
older.
no, Melody.
She
There's
looked like
some
she
in
was
their
like
30s and
30.
40s and 50s that's acting like that as well.
You know what they say? Ignorance knows no age.
62. Hello, Vivica. Anyway, Lisa Ray.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
Guess
Hey, what
Vivica
they
ain't
really do
60,
though?
is she?
Yeah.
I'm just paraphrasing. They're close to
Does
60.
it matter? Does it matter?
No, it doesn't.
H&M? Because if she's like 59 and a half, would you still do you want Vivica Fox? Like she is above the age of wanting to smash. You remember that scene on Set It Off when she was running away from the cops and the titties bouncing and stuff like that? This ain't
That's
her
right.
anymore.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, I remember
Died in Set
that.
It Off. She is gone. And what's left behind, it don't matter what number you put on it, it's still bad. It's like
I
saying
was
how
just curious. I didn't say I was smash. I was just curious, my man.
Hey, remember
that's like
Lisa?
saying, how
Remember
spoiled is this milk? Like, hey, is this milk a week spoiled or is it a month spoiled? It don't matter. It's spoiled. It is
remember
And
no.
it's gonna
Lisa?
make you sick either way.
Yeah, should I
Remember
put a
Lisa?
should I
Remember
put a
Lisa Ray?
thanks?
Remember Lisa Ray back in the days?
Yeah, she still thinks she's
Diamond
Diamond.
is gone.
Diamond's
Diamond is
gone.
gone.
Yo,
She is
you
not
see her
coming back.
now? Oh
Yeah.
my god.
She looks horrible.
But she aged. She hit the wall.
No, she broke through it.
she ran through that bitch. God damn.
She like Humpty Dumpty.
Damn.
Humpty Dumpty hit the wall. Humpty Dumpty had too many falls.
You look
Just like
bad,
Tisha
bro.
Campbell and all the other ones.
No, it's not that she's fat, but have you seen that old movie Death Beat? You know that old movie Death Becomes Her with Goldie Hawn and
Yeah, she
Meryl
looked bad.
Streep? Yeah, it looks bad.
Oh yeah.
Now Megan Good. Oh
That's my
man,
favorite
she.
movie.
Ooh,
Oh, she's
Yeah,
still
she's 40.
bad.
I
And
love
she's
me
still
some
bad.
Megan
She
Good,
40.
boy.
She,
Woo.
Now shout out to Megan Good because
Oh,
she is holding not Nate Parker, what's his name?
that's a sexy woman. I
who
don't
you
care what
talking
Here
about?
she
anybody says.
is.
The
That's a
dude from
sexy
Creed,
ass woman.
Jonathan Majors. She's holding Jonathan Majors now.
Yes, she is. Yeah.
So salute to her for that.
Megan
I
Good.
criticized her in the
Wow.
past, but I'm gonna keep my critiques to a
Yeah.
starch minimum because Megan Good is that chick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always had a crush on her, man. It's my baby right there.
Yeah, she's bad, and so is like Ashanti.
Oh,
She still
Ashanti.
look good.
Wow. Hand clap. My
Yeah,
God.
she still
Yeah, I
look
put a
good.
baby in her. Somebody should have been put a baby in her. What the fuck?
Nelly.
Yeah.
Oh, he did?
No,
No,
no.
Nelly is with her.
He
They're
ain't put a
back
baby
together.
in her?
Not yet.
Well, I mean, she's in her 40s. I mean, she can try.
They got back together.
Put a baby
And
in her,
Nelly in his
man.
50s, ain't he?
Yeah, yeah. Nelly's in his 50s.
He's
He
49.
don't look it.
Well, I mean, 49 potato, but
Close
Hey,
enough.
don't talk on the age, bro.
well, I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure if you tell him, yeah, I'm 49, I'm close to 50, I'm almost a half a century, he probably wouldn't mind,
Damn,
Yeah.
Nelly's close to
I
50
can't
now?
believe you 49.
but
You
he'll
don't look.
probably throw it back in my face. I'm still getting it all, and he would be right. So,
He don't even look like it. He about to be 50 though.
I mean, shoot, his eldest daughter is in college, I think. Right?
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying when you look at him, you wouldn't think he look like he could be 50.
Oh, true.
Yeah, he takes care of himself.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's my thing about the whole with that whole list with women. I would say this. This is just my opinion. If you feel like those requirements, those restaurants and things that regular people do is beneath you, okay, go ahead and try your shot at the high class people. And if you don't get in, that should tell you something. It's just as simple as that. If you want rich men, go to where they go. Events, banquets, skybox at an NBA game, NFL game, courtside seats. If you can't get to those, man, what does that tell you? The market is speaking.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Soon 100K a year ain't gonna be shit.
Man, tell me about it.
And these women are on dating shows asking for men who make over 100K.
Oh
And
God,
they
Sandra
average.
G.
That's
And they
crazy.
average.
With 8 kids.
They don't even make 100K.
No, they
No.
don't. No.
Come on.
One of the women said she was unemployed currently with 2 kids, and she was looking for somebody who makes over 100K to take care of her and her kids. She
And
actually
she
said that.
and she expects a man that works 16 to 24 hours to look over her past just to be with her.
Yeah, they're delusional. It's so sad how delusional these women are.
You know, back in the days, I used to talk about this, and people used to think I was crazy.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I used to talk about these topics all the time, and people think I was crazy. Shit, I used to have black men come after me. Black men used to be like, "Oh, get out of here! You just have problems finding women. Why you going overseas? Why you going over there for?" It's like saying, for instance, right? Back in the days when you talk to a female on a computer, right? You get clowned at. It's why you talking to girls on the computer? You can't talk to girls in here in real life when you speak to them. Now you got people on the computer all the time.
Andrew, I'm so glad that you spoke to that, sir. Thank you very much. I never understood why a man is scoping another man's money and scoping another man's lower extremity. I'll never understand that. Now, if you disagree with the man traveling, I can understand that. That's just something you don't want to do. I agree, but just to say, shame on you for getting your passport and going and see the world, what our ancestors fought us to be able to do so they couldn't do. It's the dumbest
Thank
thing in
you.
the world.
The depolicing needs to stop. It's been going on
Yeah.
for too long.
That. But real quick, because we're about to close down soon, I just want to get this topic out quickly about Cynthia G losing her channel. I want to know what's your thoughts on that. Let's start with Game Changer and then go around.
Oh man.
Well, no, I am happy because it's fair. You know, my channel was shut down, and I have to say, it did. YouTube is biased towards women, extremely. You know, I can't think of a man who talks about, you know, the A word as much as she does and gets away with it, talking about a form of genocide and promoting it on a large scale, and YouTube still pushed them through the algorithm as they did her. So I always thought that that was unfair, and you know, finally she reached some justice. I mean, she could always set up another channel, but you know, I am glad that the algorithm is starting to recognize it's starting to be less sexist.
Yeah, starting. No, but I heard it was like a white person that shut her down. Some white feminist lady or something.
Yeah, it was a white woman.
Damn.
You know,
and they got a lot
yeah.
of
So
pull.
yeah, we and it's. I wanted a black man to do it, but that is a problem, and I should blame myself for this, because black men, we kind of like take this no snitching thing too far. I think that black men should snitch more and feel more comfortable doing it.
I agree.
In my personal life, I snitch. And if I feel it's in my best interest to do so, I think that by not doing it, we put ourselves at an extraordinary disadvantage. So yeah.
Well, game changer. What the definition of snitch? What does that mean to you?
Well, when I say I snitch, I'll give examples. Sometimes I snitch. There was a guy who lived across the street who was suffering from Alzheimer's, and you know, he was screaming that his niece, who was his caregiver, was beating him. You know, like I was standing outside and I hear him through the door saying, you know, say, call the cops. She's abusing me. So what I do, I call the cops. I snitch. You know,
that's not snitching though.
That's what I do.
That's not snitching.
Okay.
Snitching is like,
see,
if you
a lot of black men.
If you're snitching, you're an accomplice with somebody and you commit a crime with someone.
It's a fluid definition. But I mean, in this context, I'm not an accomplice to Cynthia G's. But what I'm saying, and you know, neither is the black man who would and probably should have flagged her years ago. You know, we're not accomplices, but we still didn't do it because we don't like telling authority about somebody else's wrongdoing.
But that's not snitching.
Well, I mean, semantics aside, I don't know. I mean, you know, people have their own definitions. Semantics aside, you know, we have a problem. We have hangups with telling authorities on other people. And I feel that we should get past these hangups and start snitching or tattling or whatever you want to call it more.
That's a good way to look at it, I guess.
Yeah.
And you did the right thing, GC, by calling the cops. But my question to you is, did the cops do anything about it? Did he get a new caretaker?
No, she was still his caregiver. That wasn't the only time I snitched on that chick. She was still his caregiver. But you see, when you deal with dementia and stuff like that, and maybe Classic could back me up, it's a very difficult thing because it's a very difficult thing because, you know, they're not all the way in reality. So she could be nice and sweet to the man, but in his reality, she's not, you know, and he is being abused. So it's a very difficult thing for cops or anyone to really determine if somebody like that is being abused. I don't know. I don't hear like her beating him all the time. You know, I do hear him complain, and that's when I call. But the reason why I call is because I don't want to have to sort stuff like that out. That's their job. That's the law enforcement's job to sort stuff like that out.
That's true.
Yeah, because you can't really report a verbal abuse. They're going to be looking for clues and signs.
Yeah.
I think you did the right thing, Changer. I mean, I don't think you a snitch, but I think you did the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But as far as being a snitch goes, I don't think you should label yourself that, because that's not what a snitch is. You feel me?
No, I understand that. What I'm saying, Andrew, is that I don't fear the label. And so someone can't use that on me, that fear of the label on me, anytime I wish to appeal to authority. So another example, and this is when I was in the same neighborhood. There was a little black kid, maybe like 1.5 years old, just walking in the streets. And the Mexican neighbors come knocking on my door saying, "Do I know who this baby is?" I was like, "I don't know who that baby is. You got a baby there? What the hell?" What did I do? Called the police. I do it again. It was some young chick's baby. She went to the store and just left her kid there, and then the door was open and wandered out.
That's sad.
That's pretty crazy.
I called the police, and I don't care what niggas want to call or what people want to call me. They call me whatever they want, And yeah, I don't fit the definition, but nevertheless, it's something I do. It's something I feel comfortable doing. I want brothers to feel comfortable doing it.
Yeah, I mean, just like Adult was saying, it's overextended because I think people use the word snitch in wrong terms and wrong meanings. You know what I'm saying? Because
they do it to shame anything.
Because to me, the word snitch is like if you're an accomplice to a criminal activity with somebody who got caught, and let's just say, or you got caught, and let's just say you testified and say, yeah, me and him were robbing this place and he did this and he did that. Then you're labeled a snitch because you're an accomplice to a criminal activity with that individual.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, it's kind of like anything, Andrew. It's kind of like simp or anything. Like people extend the definition to shame you from what you're actually doing. Like trick. Like trick. I mean, one could say that the only definition of trick is if you're out paying a prostitute for sex. But no, people will start saying like, "Oh no, you took her on a date, and even though y'all went Dutch, you
That's
tipped."
true.
Like people are extending the definition.
Yeah,
and
they
so
do.
That's true.
To counter those to extend the definition, I'll say, fuck it, I'll be that. I'll be that. What you gonna do?
You got a point.
Yeah, I agree with you. I can't. Hey, you right on that one.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So so you're saying pretty much black men should have been the ones to get Cynthia G shut down, but instead they didn't want to. Yeah, I get you. They didn't want to snitch.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I thought she was disgusting, and I reported her channel a couple of times. I flagged. You know how many times I flagged Cynthia G back then? It didn't do anything because she was such a big content creator.
It might have if they add them together and like that just happened, like that white chick just happened to have been a 1,000,001, but you were part of that million, then it probably did.
Well, she got a lot of groups, a lot of supports from the feminist movement too, so they kind of feel a lot of her channels because I felt the wrath of some of her minions, so I know that firsthand.
Oh yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't start flagging her until she started talking about deleting black male fetuses. That's when I started flagging her.
She crazy. She crazy,
man. Yeah, before that, I was not paying her no mind. But when she started saying that, that's what did it,
But she talks about Dusties, right? And I made a show on her.
Yeah.
But at the same time, didn't she get pregnant by Dusty?
Yeah.
Yes, and had a black son. Ain't that crazy?
Like, how does that work?
I think about this also, Andrew. This woman used to live in Seattle, Washington. That is where the most high-value black men are located at. She moved down to Charlotte to be with the Dusty and get pregnant by Dusty.
Wow. Ain't that something?
That's sad. So she is the type of woman she speak of.
Yep. Yeah, and not to mention she doesn't have a daughter. She actually has a son.
I heard that. So that means she's probably treating her son so bad. Can you imagine?
Yeah. I don't even want to imagine how that it looks.
Yeah, it looks pretty bad.
Because basically what she has is she has a core group of black females. Let's just call it for what it is that come to her page. She could have some different races of females as well. There's no telling. But I'm just going to call it out. She has a bunch of women who couldn't get it right. They all chose bad men to get pregnant by, and these so-called pseudo divestors who probably also got pregnant by white men, and he probably left them as well. Because this does happen. I mean, 1.2 million of babies that's being born by black women are born from men from different races out of the 70%.
That's crazy.
But basically, that's what it is. She's got a bunch of bitter women on her page. They can't get good men to satisfy them or be with them.
No, it's true. It's true. And what's worse is they give other women bad advice to eliminate them as competition.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what like divestors and stuff like that. That's what they're doing. They're just giving more attractive women bad advice because they know that we don't really care what they do, but we do care what beautiful women do because they're the only ones who count. So what they try to do is they try to, convince them to divest. So we'll be stuck with their leftover asses.
I am so glad you said that, Game Changer. Now, I wanted to throw this in here also. I wanted to say I think the reason why they are ramping up on becoming more single mothers is to try to corner the dating market because they want to make it. Well, what I was I'm getting tongue tied. What I mean by that is I think a lot of women nowadays are getting purposely pregnant in order to force men like you, Game Changer, and me to pick them. Meaning, so there won't be any women left to pick from that doesn't have any kids. That's what I'm starting to see now.
Yeah, and see, that's the problem. And Black women have done this, and I blame Black men, including myself.
Yeah, me too.
For allowing this, and because it's obvious that they're trying to monopolize my penis. Let's just call it for what it is. They're playing monopoly on my penis. They're trying to say that okay, I know that my pussy is Mediterranean Baltic. However, since I have all the hotels, I'm going to charge you boardwalk prices. That's what they're trying to do.
Yep.
And the start of that, and this is why Cynthia G, Chrissy, they all started in the pro-Black sector, is because that is part of the process. Once you get a man to eliminate 87% of the mating of the female population in the country he lives in, then you really have more control. You have an extraordinary amount of control. You're basically saying he is only willing to deal with 13% of that population. And since that 13% is in cahoots, they have a sisterhood with each other, then yeah, you have control over his mating prospects. That's why they're so against, Sinji included, that's why they're so against interracial dating. That's why they're so against, international dating or intercultural dating. Why? Because it threatens their monopoly. They want to monopolize my penis.
And see if that happens is if that does happen, what's gonna happen is Melody is gonna have a Mandingo party.
Huh?
What I mean is she's gonna have a lot of single Black men without children coming at her in droves.
Well, yeah, like if a guy is monopolized, but see, and here's the problem, and this isn't just like a Melody problem. This is like all decent Black women problem.
Yeah, I agree.
I have in my family is that they can't throw a party. Black women can't throw a party, and it's unfortunate. But the truth of the matter is that Melody cannot throw a party and have a group of people go. We don't want to go. Because you're not going to be the only one in the party, Melody. You're going to have other Black women, and quite frankly, we would rather watch the game. We would rather watch the game than to go to a party with you and 19 other Black chicks, knowing that they're going to play games and all the foolishness. That is the problem. It's not the milkshake is no longer bringing the boys to the yard anymore.
It's really not.
You know what I think sometimes? I think sometimes there might be a miscommunication between men and women. I don't think women is too far off from the way we are. I just think that there's just other ways and better ways of communicating with each other to where I think there can be a level of mutual respect and fuck the bullshit, man. We're all fucking humans at the end of the day. We're gonna live and one day we're gonna die. Just have fun and enjoy life and fuck. You know what I mean?
Elaborate on the miscommunication.
Shit.
Elaborate on the miscommunication. Because
okay, what I mean is like this, right? Sometimes, right, we as men, we gotta understand, we gotta learn about how women can be, bro.
I do know.
I don't think you do, bro. I don't think.
Okay, well, what's the miscommunication?
Okay, listen. A woman can say one thing to you, right? And we're simple-minded because we're thinking this is how it's supposed to be because this is what she's showing us, right? But really and truly, women can hide their feelings in what they're showing you. So, like for instance, I'll give you a perfect example.
Okay.
You come home from work, right? You see your wife, and let's just say you left the newspaper on a fucking mat that she didn't like, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she found it on the mat. Then she picks it up. And you say, "Hey, honey, how you doing? How's your day going?" "Fine. Doing good. How's yours?" Right? Like the energy is not there. But even though she's saying that she's okay, everything's fine, but you know everything's not fine. So you have to explain. She wants you to come to her and say, "You know what? I know why you're upset with me. I fucking left that newspaper on that thing again. I fucked up. I'm gonna correct it next time." Boom.
Andrew, that's not related at all. Because what we're talking about is poor relationship dynamics pre-marriage.
That's part of relationships, though.
No, what I'm saying is we're talking about the gender divide. You're talking about people who decided to unite already. But no, to like my message, which is very similar to yours, that I give to women is very clear. It is extremely clear, and it leaves no room for miscommunication. You know, if I call a woman a fat ass bitch and she says, you know, I don't understand what you mean, then she's stupid and a fat ass bitch. So I mean, like, there really isn't much room for a miscommunication.
I just think that we just need to understand women better, bro. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really have too much problems. No, I'll be real with you. No, I'm just telling you, I don't have too much problems in communicating with women.
Oh, really?
I don't make it a priority. If a woman's acting out of place, and I'm not feeling the energy, guess what? I walk the fuck out and I leave. If the
I do
energy is
agree with
there,
that. I agree with
if
that.
the energy is good, I'm gonna rock with it, and we're gonna chill with each other. I'm not gonna like sit here and try to figure out all these dynamics and why she's like this and da 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 da. Listen, if the mood's not right, I'm getting the fuck out.
Yeah, I do
Oh
agree
my
with
God.
that.
I agree, but it doesn't make sense in the sense that you're saying that the
It's
problem
not
is
supposed
lack
to.
of,
It's not supposed to make sense.
wait,
It's not supposed
Andrew.
to make
You're
sense, bro.
saying that the problem is lack of communication, and then you're
Yeah.
saying that in a situation where something happens, you don't want to communicate. Like, you didn't solve the problem that you presented.
It's
So
easy. Just don't make it a problem. If the kitchen is hot, if the stove is hot, you go put your hand on it just to see if it's hot. If you know it's hot, you feel those flames, just get away from it.
when discussing why black men are getting away from these women, your advice was saying you don't understand. You need to just get away from them.
No, I do understand, but I'm just telling
Okay,
you
so
that
then what's the
okay,
miscommunication?
if there's bad energy, like I said before, I'm just gonna walk away from it.
But we're discussing the men walking away, and you're saying that the men don't understand. We understand. That's why we're walking away too.
Yeah, but you could also understand why you're walking away from it. So that way you can communicate to the people that may not understand why you're walking away. Sometimes some people need to understand why you're walking away.
I think they kind of get why we're walking away, Andrew.
Exactly.
Sometimes
Like, if a person says we're walking away because there's too many fat bitches in the West, then that's why they're walking away.
I think it's deeper than fat bitches, though.
It is.
No,
it
I'm
is.
giving an
He's being sarcastic, but
No,
it
I'm
is.
giving an example, but I mean, men who walk away explain exactly why they walk away. I don't get where there's this miscommunication and you don't understand.
But some women, honestly, there's some good women out there that
I
don't
know.
understand. You know what I'm saying?
I know we're not talking about them.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but that doesn't go for all women. But I get what you're saying. But the ones
Nobody
that don't
said
understand,
all.
what's that?
No. Well, we know that, Andrew. We know it's not all women. We're just saying, unfortunately, in the society that we live in, the most vocal are the ones that cause the most problems.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
But
it's weird. Well, I don't understand what this are. Y'all just don't communicate properly. Get the fuck out of it. That doesn't make any sense.
I'm not saying all that, man. I'm just saying that
You
there's
said
ways of
exactly
communicating.
that.
All right. Listen, I'm sorry you had really bad problems with certain females, bro. I had them too. But what I'm saying is there's
Oh,
ways
so
that
you
you can
don't have them
communicate.
now?
I never said that. I never said that. I just learned how to understand women's behaviors.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
I know you don't understand, bro. You wouldn't understand, but what I'm saying is I learned to understand
Nah,
women's
miss me
behaviors,
with
bro.
this. I'm the type of guy shit. Hey, niggas like you. Like, I mean, you go around like, oh no, I understand women. Nigga, you buy prostitutes. You don't understand shit. You know, just to be 100, just
Bro,
to
I never
keep
said
it
I
100.
understand
So
women.
stop.
All I'm saying is that
No, we'll stop. We'll stop with this accusation that others don't.
all right.
Stop with this false aggrandizing
All I'm
yourself
saying is
because
if you
it's
understand
sickening,
women's
dude. Like
behaviors, you
it's
can
not a
have
good
better.
look.
All I'm saying is if you understand women's behaviors, you can have better communication with them.
Nigga, you just said that you don't communicate. You just up and leave.
I never said. Well, if they're giving bad energy, yeah, I'm gonna up and leave.
How
But I'm
is
gonna
they're giving
understand.
bad energy understanding their behavior? You just understand it as a bad energy. You see, this is that simple shit. God damn.
I don't think you understand, brother.
What is going
That's
on?
You ain't
because you're
getting it,
not
bro.
making any
You ain't
sense.
getting it. You ain't getting it, bro. I
That's
never,
because you're not making any sense.
bro. I'm talking about understanding females, bro. Female nature, understanding what to avoid and what's in front of you. Sometimes it's not what you think it is. Some women go through emotions, bro.
Yeah,
Some women,
we get what you're saying though, Andrew, but I
We
think
understand
for the
that.
most, I think we do understand what you're talking about, but I think men in this society, this is not saying for all women, once again, I think men in this society have gotten fed up to the point where they rather not understand no more.
I get it. I understand it.
I don't think it's a lack of communication. Like the man said, he'll communicate with a woman. Communication goes south for whatever reason, and he just walks the fuck away. Done it many times. So hey,
Like I said, it goes for certain women, but like
yeah,
if the energy's not there, and it's something that it just depends on your toleration, bro. If
No,
the energy's
absolutely.
not
We agree with you
toleration.
1,000%.
whatever you can tolerate,
We
like I
agree with
said,
that
I don't.
part. We do.
I
We
don't
do.
tolerate bullshit. That's for sure.
I mean neither. But what I'm saying is, if it's too negative and it's just not in your space and your realm, then you got to go somewhere else.
And I agree with you. That goes back to what I said about the list with the ladies. If you feel like that is beneath you, you should venture yourself off into the high class society. If you can't get into those societies, the market has spoken to you.
There you go.
Exactly. They can go into a high class market, but guess what? The high class market gonna look at them the same way the middle class market did. Trash, if that's what
Oh
they are.
yeah, yes, they are gonna look at them like that. Yeah.
Well, like I
And
said,
it's
it's a different tax bracket, especially when you go overseas. You know, it's a lot cheaper. You're not breaking your bank account. The women are a lot more submissive. I get it. You know what I mean?
No,
That's
no, no, no. We're
for
not talking
everything.
about overseas. I'm just talking. I mean, I get what you're saying because we go overseas. I'm talking about here in the United States.
Yeah, I
I'm
know what
talking
you're
about here in the
talking
United States.
about, but
Oh,
I
okay,
was
okay.
just saying my comparison of me flying overseas compared to over here. So I know there's a big difference.
Oh, a
I mean,
huge
a
difference.
huge
I'm with
difference.
you. A
I
massive
get it.
difference.
But this is just my assumptions. I don't know if everybody can agree or whatever. But I
It's
just
just like, let me give you an example. I have a friend right now,
yeah.
currently right now, that's in Sasua. This brother, we all understand that the Dominican peso, the value of it is extremely low to the American dollar. But he didn't know how to move in that country. And I told him just because the value of their peso is low, you got to learn how they move. You get taxed. They get, you got to pay extra. He didn't know that, so he almost broke.
Damn.
Yeah, he took $3,000 and almost ran through it in 3 days of being in Sasua.
Well, you in them areas and you tricking. That's what happens.
Thank you, thank you. That's what he did. He didn't trick
That's
off
just a
on
trick
six
life, bro.
six females, and I'm like, dog, you got to negotiate with those people out in the Dominican Republic, especially Sasua, for the most part.
See, I don't. My whole take on it is this, man, because I think a lot of travelers get that bad stigma of like men just go over there and they just paying for it all the time, and that's not true.
Granted. I'm with
You,
you on
I,
that, and I'm a
I call it.
traveler.
I'm a traveler myself. I call it Las Vegas, right? So if you're in Las Vegas, what do? You gamble, right? But
Right?
if you live in Nevada, are you gonna gamble every day?
No.
Exactly. That's how I see it. And a lot of those people that actually live over there, or even go over there quite often, they're not gambling every day because
Absolutely, I agree with you on that. I do.
and plus it's really risky. You get yourself in a lot of shit too, man. You never know who
Well,
you're dealing
well,
with.
well, I will say this to a certain degree. A lot of American men that do travel to different countries, they are stupid. I gotta call it. I don't wish harm to any of those guys, but they do a lot of stupid American things. I always told my friend, when you go into another country, always tell yourself, I am not in America. The laws in America do not apply in other countries.
Right.
Man, well, it's all about just having respect, man. Like you travel out there, just be humble, and just I don't see how some of these people get caught up in a lot of crazy shit out there, man.
Oh, I can tell you why, Andrew, because they're so used to doing crazy stuff here.
Could be. I'm not a crazy person, so I can't even
No,
elaborate.
no. I get that. But I'm saying you got a lot of these dudes that go out there flashing and stuff. It's like these people from other countries know you're American. You don't have to throw it in their face. Calm down, relax, have fun, but be respectful. I'm all for that, 100%.
I'm all for it too, man.
Yeah, you gotta check certain cultural behaviors at the door.
Yeah, but a lot of dudes do get hurt because they're in Las Vegas trying to find love.
Oh, good luck with that. I would never try that, but you're right.
Man, you don't even want to know the type of men I'll run into that got married to 304s, man. It's ridiculous.
Dude, I go to Las Vegas every year and I see it because I live in LA, so it's a 30-minute flight. So.
Jesus, man. What's wrong with these men? What's going on with the fellas? They're not screening women right. That's why I said you got to understand and learn women's nature. So the way you can avoid getting caught up with the bullshit. It can happen overseas. It can happen over here.
Oh, I agree 1,000%.
It says wrap it up.
Haha, that's funny.
Are we long-winded, Killer Swag?
Yeah, that was Killer playing that. I think he's ready to do. You ready to do final thoughts, Swag?
Man, I've been ready.
Y'all never said anything. Come on, let's do it.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a miscommunication.
Right,
I mean, we were just letting y'all rock, but I mean, shoot, I see it was never ending, so I just said,
but
let me
y'all
cut
are
in.
granted, but y'all are the host of the show.
Yeah, but when we see good dialogue, we don't want to interrupt it. But at a certain point, it's like, all right, now, shoot.
All right. So you want to start with GC and go around?
Yo.
Right,
We doing final thoughts?
Yes, H&M.
Very well. Continue.
I'll go last.
Oh yeah, GC likes going last. All right, so let's start with Huscular and go up and around and come back to GC. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll go
Huscular.
after him because I got to get some sleep. So I'll go right after him.
Okay.
Is you muted H&M?
Oh, what just happened? Okay, so
I don't think he realized he's muted.
yeah, all right, Andrew. Let's go with Andrew.
He talking now. He talking.
Oh, okay.
Okay. As usual, it was a great show as always. Now, as far as that list is concerned, the types of women we do not want to date, well, I guess we can all agree these are not the kind of women we want relationships with, but they are the kind of women that we would gladly smash if they meet the qualities as far as being physically fit and in shape. That's about the bottom line. But those are not the kind of women that we want to be in serious committed relationships with. And I had something to say about that. If she has an IG page, as far as her having social media of any kind, to me, it depends on what you're putting on social media and what you're using it for. If you got an Instagram, for example, and it's got pictures of you, wearing too much revealing clothing, I want to be in a relationship with you, we got to go through that Instagram. I'm going to say something like, well, I'm going to decide what pictures can stay, what pictures can go. That picture got to go. That picture got to go. That picture got to go. That one can stay. That one can stay. That one can stay. Now, I get it. Your body, your choice. You do what you want when you're single, but when you're in a relationship, all bets are off. And that's something women got to understand. They can't do the things that they did when they were single, when they're trying to get into a relationship with somebody. So yeah, social media can impact your ability to find a suitable partner, depending on what it is you're putting on social media. So I would definitely look into that. And if you're on my program, you will abide by my standard. If I say take down certain pictures off Instagram, Facebook, or whatever you're using, you better do it. Otherwise, there's no us. I ain't tolerating that. But yeah, we can all agree that that's just, these are women that are good for play, and just simply not for keep. Bottom line, point blank. Until women get their acts together, that's how they're going to be looked at as. Final thoughts.
Thank you so much, H&M. We appreciate that. It was a good final thought, too. All right, well, let's go with Andrew because he said he had to go. Final thoughts, Andrew.
Final thoughts regarding to what was the question again? I'm trying to remember. My bad, y'all. I got a brain fart. Fucking tired.
Were we talking about the list and
yeah, regarding to the whole list situation, I think that falls from a level of insecurities. I think that most of the things that's on the list that women list, those are the places they go to on a regular. So we all know that most women practice hypergamy, so they're looking for the better, the cream of the crop. They want to feel special. We get it, but at the same time, they got to be realistic too with a lot of things. It's not about what the man can afford to give you within his wallet, but is what he can afford to give you with his heart. If he's down to be with you and he's down to ride with you and he's down to put a security blanket over your head, then those lists shouldn't even apply.
Good point.
You know what I mean? As long as you know I'm home and I'm not out there tricking and I ain't there fucking no other bitch and you taking care of me the way you're supposed to, then you ain't got shit to worry about.
Yeah. I like the way you put that.
Done deal. With that being said, Melanie, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for having me on the show, fellas. It was great talking to y'all.
All right. Good talking to you
All
too,
right,
sir.
homie.
Thank you for coming. It's always a pleasure having you.
And it's a pleasure for me being on here, and it's a pleasure for you having me on here.
All right.
All right. I'm out of here.
All right, deuces, homie.
Yeah.
I'm going with
All
Classy.
right, Classy.
Okay, I want to say first and foremost, but all these lists that's being put out is actually dumb. Some things could make sense. Some things that a person don't like that can be respected as well. But however, I want to talk about how financial health works. Let me give you an example. I helped a 90-year-old woman carry her groceries to her house, and she rewarded me with a quarter. Now, of course, in this generation, a quarter, you can't do nothing with it, right? And even my mind is like, what the hell am I going to do with this? But I didn't say it out loud. I had to put my mindset into that 90-year-old's mindset because she's thinking back in her generation where a quarter meant a lot and it was worth a lot. Just like the money we make today, the money that I make today, 30 years down the line, it ain't going to mean crap. The value of it is going to be low because everything else, inflation just keeps going up. So ladies, I would be very careful on what you talk about, what type of a high value man that you see of today, because a lot of that depends on our physical health and basically our mental health to be able to push forward to get more money. That's why you see successful businessmen like Elon Musk and Steve Jobs looking for the next invention for the next 100 years so their grandsons can have money. See, that's how wealth works with those gentlemen. So with that being said, don't get too caught up with the money because it will dry up one day as we get older. And the value of it ain't going to mean crap in the next 30 years. So I would be very mindful of that, especially depending on how you invest. But moving forward, like I said to the ladies before, I will say this. If you feel like that list is beneath you, you need to venture yourself around the areas, meaning get the hell off the internet. You're not finding a rich, high-value man online unless you're looking for a stupid rapper like Drake or a basketball player. If you want a real man, a real businessman, you need to get dressed up and go out in the field. And yes, your competition is going to be against women who were born in wealth. Then secondly, going to be the tens. So you better be able to dominate and battle with them for those men if you're trying to get married. If you're not, you're nothing more than a jump off, and that's it. Because most tens aren't going to make it either. And with that being said, I would tell men the same thing. If there's a certain women that you want, Get off the internet. Get out in the field where these women are. And if you qualify, then so be it. If you don't, then the market has also spoken to you as well. So therefore, I digress. Everybody have a blessed night.
You too,
You
homie.
too, classy. Thank you. I love that.
All right. Thank you.
All right, GC, you up, homie?
Okay, so there's an obvious dearth of quality women in the West right now, particularly the United States. It's probably like the West of the West, geographically and culturally speaking. It is, the worst place as far as finding quality women goes. Now, don't let that fact turn you into a false prophet. And here's what I mean by that. A lot of guys like to just come up and try to beat their chest on some, you guys just don't know. You guys just don't understand. Miss me with that crap. Miss me with that whole, you know something that the general male population don't. When your entire platform for your entire 30s was talking about the same thing, pointing out the problems. Like anybody could just look at what you said for the past forever and say, like, oh yeah, if the problem was just understanding them, then what the hell was you talking about for the past, 10 years of your life? Don't come with that crap. This is just a way to put down others while at the same time attempting to aggrandize yourself. Okay? Miss me with that garbage. So fellas, don't turn into a garbage peddler. Don't be one of those dudes that just come out of nowhere and say, oh yeah, the problem is, you don't understand the sensitive and delicate nature of a woman. I do. That's why I leave. That's stupid. Don't let the scarcity in the dating, mating, and relating market for the few women like Melody, turn you into a jackass. Because it will and it does. And if you do it long enough, somebody like Game Changer is going to call you out on your foolishness. That's foolish. Talking about, oh no, y'all just don't understand. It's kind of like if you're married and you got to read the signals. And nobody was talking about being married to a chick or having trouble reading the signals in that particular situation. Don't be stupid. Stop trying to aggrandize yourself at the expense of other men just because quality women are scarce. Final thought.
Thank you, GC.
All right.
I really appreciate that.
Well, go ahead, Melody, speak your piece, and then I'll close it out.
All right. Well, first of all, I just want to say this was an amazing panel. Like, I had a good time. I had fun being Waukesha. I had fun watching everybody else with their costumes, GC with his avatar, all the people with the avatar. Thank you. We had a great night. And also want to thank the people that sent the super chats and everybody how we do. You'll close it out. You'll say all that. But this was awesome. This was fun. I really had a good time. As far as that, let's start with Sexxy Red because we talked about her. One word, trifling. That describes her in a nutshell. She's trifling. Oh yeah, you're supposed to be cammed up for this. Hold on. Let me fix my robe. It keeps opening. There we go. So she's trifling. Okay. She just gives me the creeps. Who was next? Oh, as far as that white lady taking care of the black son, that was also a mess. And then the list, I can understand the men's list. They actually had a good list of reasons why they don't want to mess with women. It's not because they just don't want to eat at this place and they don't want to do this and do that. They actually have really good reasons. It was only like a couple of things on there that I didn't agree with, but everything else was spot on. But that's all I'm gonna say because I'm tired and like he said, I have like brain freeze right now. I can't even think of what I want to say, but it was overall a great show. I really enjoyed it. So that's my final thought.
All right, all right. Well, before I give my final thoughts, H&M said he want to get his final shout out, and then I'll say what I got to say. Go ahead and give your final shout out, homie.
Well, just want to say great show was on. Oh, wait, by the way, here's my mask that I had to customize and put together.
Yeah, you do it all late and shit. Oh,
Okay.
ninja.
Ninja.
It's the best I can do, so just work with me here.
Mm-hmm. You gonna give us the shout out, homie?
I think he froze.
I think he did too.
He
I just now
froze.
noticed that. It's always something. Always something. Maybe I got a hold of his internet Wi-Fi or something. Who knows?
Yeah.
Oh, heck, I guess he's back.
Did y'all hear me?
No.
You
My
froze,
signal's
bro.
working like shit, so let me try that again. Love the panel. Shout out to Killing Them Sweet, bringing the heat, looking so fly in those YouTube streets.
Thank you.
And shout out to Game Changer, #1 entertainer. Keep putting the whip in the game like a lion tamer. Take care. Deuces.
Deuces.
Doses. All right, man. So I guess that just leaves me. And you know how we do it, Melody. You know what I'm saying? We gotta have the spotlight on the tool. But like, you know how we do. You know how we do. All right, man. Well, first off, I just gotta say that this was a very great show tonight. You know what I'm saying? You know, I actually was enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? Even though being under this mask for almost 4 hours is almost killing you, boy. But, you know, I somehow managed to pull it off. I ain't dedicated. But all in all, this was a good show. The Sexxy Red comments was Stank Cooch. Oh man, it's doing too much, man. Oh god, Stank Cooch. Oh god, that give brother nightmares just thinking about that, man. So, and then the whole the little kid that was dressing up like the Frozen character, disgusting. I hated it. I thought it was stupid. And it's just like whoever adopted that kid should be locked away because you shouldn't be doing that. And just like Brienne said earlier, if you're gonna have the kid wear that, don't record it and put it on social media. Like that's that really just made me ticked off with that one, man. So I was over that one. And then the trainee that admitted that a guy was raw dogging him, and then when he found out about it, he still kept going. Dude, you're gay as hell. So the fact that you found that out, but you still kept going and going and going and going like the Energizer Bunny, it's like, nah, man, you done, you done, you're done. Get out of here, coach. You no longer want to get some women. You want the man buns. You want the man buns. So get out of here. So and then the list that we were talking about, I disagreed with damn near all of that because a lot of that stuff either I've done in my life, or stuff that I'm not necessarily even bothered about doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as messing with a woman with a tattoo, like I said, I've done that before. And would I date a single mother? Yeah, I would date, but as far as being in a committed relationship, I highly doubt it because that's too much of a headache. And plus, I got friends that have been in committed relationships with single moms, so I know how that situation is on a committed standpoint. So I'm not trying to sign up for that. And but everything else, yeah, some of it I agree with. Majority of it I didn't. So, and I hope one of these days we stop doing these stupid lists because it really get on my nerves. And then the last one was Cynthia G getting not only demonetized but getting booted off of YouTube. My only reply and my only comment to that is about damn time. That's all I got to say about that. So I like to thank every single one of y'all for pulling up for the Grown and Sexy Conversations Halloween special. your boy had to do it up big and show everybody that Mike Myers is out for the blood, baby. So, yeah. So, like I said, if you just now tuning in, I'm sorry that y'all missed a great show tonight, but y'all can always tune into the replay because it's going to be on our channels. Make sure you subscribe to Sweet Melody Media's channel. She got a lot of popping content over there, so make sure you watch. Stay tuned for anything and everything that she do. And then on top of that, make sure you subscribe to every single person that was on this panel tonight, whether it was Auntie, Game Changer, H&M, Andrew, Brienne, Sunkiss, every single person that has a YouTube channel, subscribe to their channels, man. I'm telling you, not want to miss none of that stuff because they are a part of the Grown and Sexy Conversations family. So support, support, support. And then on top of that, support your boy Michael Myers, aka Killer Swag District, up in here. You know what I'm saying? So support me, subscribe to the channel. If you're new, hit that like, hit the subscribe, hit the bell, hit all of that, man. You gotta do it for your boy. You know what I'm saying? So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, Grown and Sexy Conversations, episode 7. So until next time, folks, I'll holler at you. Melody will holler at you. We all will holler at you when Grown and Sexy come back. The next time you see us, Killing Them Sweetly's up next. So until then, yo, we about this mug. And like Michael Myers would say, deuces.
Deuces.
Leak better take off.
You know what to do. Hit the subscribe button.